do tactically today.
Oh wait a minute, it's loading.
Sticking with Gaza here, want to talk about the ceasefire.
And love lies bleeding all up inside you.
Media outlets there. What would essentially block the fighting there? It would be a truce, so to speak, a ceasefire for about a month. And it would lead to the release of 11 to 13 hostages in exchange for about 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. That's just one of the deals on the table. However, Hamas officials have said they will not accept anything that doesn't include the end of the war altogether, not just the stopping of fighting for about a month, but forever. So my question for you is, would Israel ever even be
did you send it?
to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, send it again.
Israel's going to agree to those terms. I think Israel has really gone over halfway into try to work on these negotiations. When you look at what Israel set out to do in its war objectives, if you will, it's to decapitate the Hamas.
Wait, do it again, because I missed it. I was looking at something.
They killed one of the remaining members of the Politburo just yesterday.
Okay.
So Israel's methodically done that. But they set a very high bar, and that high bar is to destroy Hamas.
Okay, sweet.
Fighters and its ability to fight. That's a difficult military challenge.
Hardcore.
The politicians and the policymakers to say it is very hard for those military personnel to execute something that means destroy. So
okay,
I
cool.
don't see how Israel is really in a position right now to kind of force Hamas to the negotiation table. And I don't think Hamas is willing. They're losing some international support, rightly so. But I still don't think there's enough pressure on Hamas really to kind of stop this fighting. And if the fighting were to stop,
sweet.
Temporary. When I say temporary, look at 20 years of war against ISIS. So fighters always exist in this regard, but Israel has to look after, let's get the hostages out. We've achieved several of our goals. Hostages are next, and you pointed out the number, and unfortunately I don't think they're all alive, as we've discussed. But then let's force Hamas to the negotiation table. And I don't know that Hamas really
we doing hard point?
Do that yet.
Yeah, might as well fuck it.
Development of these negotiations.
Yeah.
My last question here before I let you go, I want to talk about these classified documents that were apparently leaked from Netanyahu, the Prime Minister.
Wait, what is it?
In Israel, because Israeli officials do say right now that they arrested several people in connection to the leaking of those documents that are somehow related to the war. Do we know exactly what's included in those documents that were leaked?
Well, Josh, this is definitely a breaking story. It started getting a lot more public attention yesterday and early today, Israel time. So when I look at this, what it seems to be is that someone within the Prime Minister's
What's with the blue-haired freaks, man?
We have a National Security Council. We have a lot of folks working in the White House. So the equivalent of that kind of large staff.
Nice, killed that foe. Killed that foe. Aw, you butthole. Actually, let me do this. You know you're right. Got that foe. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Fuck, dude. I'm sorry. Why do I feel so terrible?
And you can see the thought-out plan that Hamas had for holding the hostages.
Oh, whatever, Dick Lick.
Trying to push Israel into some sort of positive ceasefire agreement for Hamas.
Tossing a concussion. Actually, no, it wasn't a concussion.
Negotiating stance when they were in Cairo and Qatar.
Whoa, dude.
That's what the problem is, trying to find who leaked it and then try to...
Wait, do you have that?
It's gonna be ugly. I don't think...
Fuck, dude. You got the wall hack? What level did you have to unlock it? No wonder I keep getting whacked out, man. It's like people know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that was like a perk.
Hezbollah up north, and we're still worrying about an Iranian response. But I think there's possible progress with the Hezbollah.
Josh would use that.
Israel's really making rapid progress
Dude.
on the ground and through its air attacks to push
Booty hole
Hezbollah
me.
back. And I know there's several other avenues of approach that are being worked by.
I'm all playing it regular and people are fucking cheating.
Israel military
That's crazy.
said, we created the conditions for a ceasefire. And so we could see a situation where Hezbollah actually negotiates a ceasefire, although I'm talking about a 2-month time frame here.
Got that fool. Whatever, dude.
2-month time frame, while Israel is still engaged with Hamas to the south. That seems counterintuitive to what Hezbollah said.
Okay, got 100 headshots. What does that mean?
Much faster up north than they are with the terrorist organization Hamas. So I would look for some sort of positive development there, but I think we're still a long way from seeing the fighting stop in the north. But that's still something to keep in consideration.
Why am I getting hit markers, man? Is there another perk that... I bet you there's another perk.
How radical is She's an extremist who wants to attack women's rights.
Dude. I gotta get me another controller. ASAP. Dude, you're lame. Like, you really are fucking lame. Fucking little bastard. I ain't even playing the fucking objective, man. I'm just fucking killing. I'm a...
Welcome to the most honest commercial you'll ever see.
As you can see, me and you are both having trouble starting to talk. Yep. I mean, this is something that you're breathing in every day.
Yeah, like 50% of the air in the house
Yes, sir.
is coming from down here. How's your crawl space looking? You said we're gonna be here a while.
Yes, sir.
All right, get a free and honest inspection with Indiana Foundation
Dude.
Service, a groundworks gun.
I guess we're still... Damn, dude. I could have sworn this was hardcore.
Welcome back. I'm Austin Westfall. The Supreme Court's 2020
Wait, what'd you say?
return of Roe v. Wade returned
What gun are you using?
states. And this year, 10 states have constitutional amendments on the ballot that could shape the future of abortion access. Arizona is one of those states.
Ah, dude.
Now is an Arizona
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the AK.
Associated Press. Sejal, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get straight into this. Arizona is only one
Butthole.
but it may serve as an example of the type of passion this issue evokes nationwide. Tell us about the movement that got this on the ballot.
Absolutely. So if we're looking at
I keep getting hit from behind.
In Arizona, we really have to go back to 2022. Obviously, that's when the Dobbs decision came down that overturned.
You got a double head? Damn.
Abortion, but a couple months before that, Arizona state legislature.
Yeah, you
started a
stupid.
15-week abortion ban.
Said you got a 3-piece?
Decision came down. There
Damn,
was
dude.
over another Arizona law from 1864 that would outlaw nearly all of
Is that ours or theirs?
that created subsequent
Oh, they fucking blew it up.
about a week and subsequently fought in the courts. But that backdrop of uncertainty is what the ballot measure campaign would really attribute to what made it want to launch in the first place and establish a fundamental right to abortion once and for all in Arizona.
Yeah, so abortion is legal in Arizona up to 15 weeks right now. If Prop 139 were to pass, what exactly would...
Dude. These people are fucking like slippery, man.
Is currently at a 15-week mark. exception to save
I'm
the
ganking
life
these
of the mother.
fools, man.
This ballot measure would expand abortion access to the point of
Dick!
viability. That's when a fetus can survive outside
I'm
the
gonna
uterus.
fuck it.
It's typically seen sometime after the 20-week mark, and there's exemptions after viability to save the life of the mother or to protect her physical or mental health.
Are there parallels to draw between this proposition in Arizona and
Oh, fuck you, dude.
in other states?
Absolutely. I can speak to Arizona most specifically, but 9 states in total have the abortion question on the ballot. 6 of those 9 states have the ability to expand access in those states to the point of viability. Montana is one of them. Nevada is one of them. And an interesting dynamic there is that, you know, obviously Arizona is a very contentious presidential battleground state. Montana is also seeing a really competitive Senate race, and Nevada is also a swing state as well. And so Democrats are hoping that this could potentially tip the scales in their favor.
Damn, we're kicking their fucking ass, dude.
Going back to that conversation about that 1864 near total abortion ban, and for context, a little bit earlier this year, the Arizona State Supreme Court allowed the enforcement of that ban, kind of the culmination of that legal fight. And so proponents of this measure will really point to the back and forth that they feel Arizonans have undergone on confusion over where abortion access in the state stands, and they want to solidify that, cement that once and for all with that fundamental right to abortion that this ballot measure would enshrine in the state constitution.
Yeah, and how about the other side? What are the common arguments that you hear against this prop?
Well, the opposition campaign is called "It Goes Too Far" because
Dude.
that's the crux of their argument.
Ooh, I
They
whacked
believe
that fool.
You know, this measure is too far-reaching, and that a majority of Arizonans already.
Oh, sorry, fella.
Cut off, and they cite polling on their website in specific to that, and they also argue that the post-viability exceptions are too broad, particularly that mental health exception.
So I was reading that Latino support for abortion has improved over the decades, really. I'm curious, since Arizona's population is nearly a third Latino, is that something that you picked up on?
Absolutely, and this is I worked on a story on this topic
Dick.
with my colleagues a couple weeks ago, and what I found particularly striking is that both the ballot measure campaign and the opposition campaign have recognized that if they want to win at the ballot box, this is a crucial demographic. The ballot measure campaign has, you know, an ad in Spanish, and
Dick.
the coalition of organizations that are involved in that campaign include multiple Latino grassroots organizations that are going and prioritizing talking to Latino voters and trying to get them to support this measure. And on the opposition side, they have what they call a cohort of Hispanic volunteers as well. And their website is translated in Spanish.
Get out of the way, woman.
They're definitely being pretty aggressive on that front in terms of trying to support Latino voters.
Does it feel like the abortion issue could improve voter turnout for either the Harris or the Trump campaign?
Well, Democrats are certainly hoping so. One thing that you hear in Democratic campaigns here in Arizona is that, you know, it's not enough to just support this ballot measure, but they want voters to elect pro-choice candidates up and down the ballot. On the Republican side, you know, we've seen Republicans...
God bless, man.
...on this topic specifically. Juan Ciscomani, who's in a very tough battleground district that encompasses Tucson, for example, put out an ad talking about how he is not in favor of extremes on abortion.
Shot him in the face. Motherfuck, dude.
When I speak to voters, I have heard all ranges of
52 kills, man, this guy's a loser.
Single issue voter, a 23-year-old female who is only going to the polls to support this measure and nothing else. And it also ranges to Republican turned Democrat voters who are voting Dem up and down the ballot.
Wait, what did you say?
Supporting this measure, and then also conservative voters who are.
Wait, Josh is gonna play?
And voting Republican up and down the ballot, and so we'll really have to see what messaging resonates.
Yeah, send him an invite so we can do a 3-for.
Arizona, you know, something that we're keeping a close eye on as we head into next week.
All right,
Dick.
I appreciate your time. Take care.
How radical is Becky Cash? She's an extremist who wants to attack women's rights and ban abortion.
Whoa, sorry.
I am 100% pro-life, life exception, no exception. There are close
Don't get penisy. Don't you cuss at me, Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, me neither. Until I got TextNow app lets me stay connected on the nation's largest 5G network with unlimited calls and texts for $0 a month. I was even able to keep my number until the new one. And it's so easy, all I had to do was download the app. I didn't even leave my house.
How many kills? Oh, dude, you're number 3 though. How many they get?
You got 34.
Okay, you're done.
Did I? That's fucking kick ass, dude. Yep, 34.
Okay, here is your prescription. You need to go.
Shootings are all set. And after you clock out, don't forget, you need to vote.
Look, we need to talk. You really need to vote.
Hoosiers Election Day is November 5th. Visit IndianaVoters.com. This message is funded by your Indiana City.
Ooh. Ah.
Let's do face off.
Yeah, I don't care.
Today's 13 hours, 46 minutes, and 1 second away from November 5th. I want to continue the conversation here, talking a little bit more about polling. So let's bring in Andrew Smith, director of the University of New Hampshire Survey Center and a professor of practice in political science. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here this morning. I know it is a very busy time, so we definitely appreciate it.
Happy to be here to talk about polling.
That's right. So first off, I do want to talk about the polls overall, because you can look at different ones and they'll say some different things, but overall, from what you've seen, does it really appear that it's kind of a 50-50 situation, a toss-up between Trump and Harris?
Yeah, I really think that polling is certainly showing that, because there are really very few polls, if any, that are showing either candidate with a lead outside of the margin of sampling error. And it's been fairly consistently that way for the last several months, essentially since Harris got in and she got her little bounce after that level up. It's been a dead heat, essentially, throughout.
When you're talking about people who don't necessarily identify as Republican or Democrat, they consider themselves overall...
Look at this Chinese takeout! They stuffed it so much I can't even close the box. Got it at a place called Hong Kong Express in Westminster. I got the 2-item combo and the total came to $14.57 after tax. For comparison, a 2-item meal at a Panda Express nearby is $10.30. Alright, let's try the fried rice first.
Registered Democrats are people who consider themselves Republicans or Democrats.
It's been sitting under the heating lamp for some time. Rice is a little bit dry and hard. Now let's...
A little bit from state to state.
Okay.
It's essentially showing a similar sort of a pattern, that it's very close. Depending on the state, Trump might be up.
Interesting photos you have never seen.
Or Harris might be up by a couple points, but it's very close.
In January 2023, Miss Thailand, Anna Suengam wore a dress made from used soda can tabs during the Miss Universe pageant as a tribute to her parents. Her father worked as a garbage collector, and her mother was a street sweeper in Bangkok. Every day, millions of jellyfish migrate to find food and nutrients for their symbiotic algae in Jellyfish Lake, Palau. This guy who only has vision in one eye bought a dog that was only born with one eye that no one else wanted.
And what's their motivation left
Back-
Republicans wasn't stayed largely the same. So it's been within the margin of sampling error essentially since the beginning of September.
Oh shit.
And
I don't
we
want
always
to
see
get kicked.
that margin of error on the polls. Some people sort of understand it, but don't necessarily fully get it. So can you kind of break that down, going back to basics? What is that margin of error, and how is it determined?
Well, it's one of
Shit.
misunderstood
You know what?
parts of
I'm gonna
survey
use
research.
my
First of all,
AK.
It's really important to point out that there are many sources of error in surveys.
Aw, dude, I don't have a shotgun,
Frankly, but it's the one that we can make certain in advance.
Dude, why am I getting hit markers?
You can't mathematically medically or legitimate.
Ah, dude, no wonder. Okay.
Unless you start a
We'll make do.
And many of the surveys, particularly online surveys these days, are not conducted with random samples, so you really
It's all
can't
good.
justify calculating that margin of sampling error. But functionally what it is, it's an
Aw,
estimate of
fudge.
ranges, because whenever you see a survey, that point estimate, 48% of the vote for Kamala Harris, is just an estimate, and there is a range of probability around that estimate. So if you have a survey with, say, 1,000 people, the margin of sampling error...
Whatever, dude.
...calculate this very simply mathematically is about plus or minus 3%. But that means that you have to add and subtract 3 percentage points to Kamala Harris's 48 percentage point percent estimate, which brings her from somewhere between 45 and 51%.
Oh, whatever, dickhead.
But you have to do the same thing for Trump. So you have to add and subtract the
Dude.
margin of sampling error for Trump's estimate. So shorthand, to take margin of sampling error into account when trying to say, is somebody...
Dude.
You essentially double the margin of sampling error. And if the gap between the two candidates is more than double the margin of sampling error, then you can say,
Dude.
statistical lead. If it's less...
Yeah, we gotta play hardcore after this, dude.
It's just a statistical tie. So
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Thank you for clarifying that, because again, it is so misunderstood, and it's great
dirty bitch.
to kind of explain it a little bit further. All right, so as we do talk more about the polling itself, we do hear from so many people who say, how am I included in this poll? How am I accounted for if nobody's ever asked me a question? How is that?
Let's forget their
Oh, fuck. Dude, got trapped in the bathroom.
The central limit theorem, which allows us to take a sample, a random sample from the
Damn, I had to plug in my controller.
It's impossible to do surveys where everybody could be included in the sample. It just costs too much. So there's many techniques that people use to make, pollsters use to make their samples representative.
Wait, what'd you say?
And I think that's another thing that's misunderstood. We could go on for hours about waiting.
Yeah.
But I think just because we haven't been included
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like hardcore.
Well, if you could do the same thing to Mr. Roper, she'd be delirious.
Hey, what you got there?
Oh, it's a present for Chrissy, the new Peter Frampton album.
The Flying House.
The Flying House.
Ignore the fact that there's been a slow shift towards one party or the other within that state. Political scientists call that effective because essentially every 4 years there's a voter in every state.
Summer storm up here. Got a rain when it started to rain. Then we came on a house. We go
It's just this constant battle where the states have different voters, and those different voters they bring their
Wait, what'd you say? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna grab some pop.
10 years as web polls have become more and more popular because they're less expensive and because response rates have been declining in every survey. So a lot of variation in the types of surveys that are being done now is just because it's not the take a poll because your candidate leading, but they're looking at a little bit of a jaundiced eye on all of the polls.
Wait, what'd you say? He got put on the opposite? Oh my. Okay. Oh shit. Wait, is he in a party? I thought he was in a party.
Justin Casey, passenger.
Oh,
Angela
okay.
Roberts, passenger. Corwin P. Roberts, passenger. Yours truly, SIR, Solar Iron Robot.
Wow.
What a big river. Boy, wish I would have brought along
Dude.
my bikini. Bikini. We don't want the
Was this core or hardcore? Dick. Fuck, dude. Wait, what mode is this? Fuck. Got that fool. Got that fool. Got that fool. Got that fool. Damn it.
She was wanting to miss a field trip like this.
It is my wish to stop here also.
All right, I'll press the landing button.
Damn it. Dick.
I hope everyone's all right now. Thank you, yes. Now that I'm free. Claire, what's wrong?
I regret to say I think this is the end for me, my friends. Please do not send flowers. Just pray that I will go to robot heaven.
Hold on. Now, you just let it all out.
Holy mackerel. Mackerel. That reminds me it's time for lunch. Information update.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning on Live Now from Fox.
It's great to be here on a fascinating topic.
It is, and I guess my first question is, how did we get here, right?
Flying house damaged in landing. All hands accounted for. House towed to shore for repair. Passengers and crew befriended by local native named Joanne.
Between different views of America has been building for
You're ready now. Thanks. Barbecue. Looks good, huh?
Yeah.
In a word, that's simply delicious.
Joy, you were terrific saving our lives. You're an awfully good cook besides. Thanks very much. You're welcome. Here, want another one? Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, what?
Why are they running? They're looking for some man. It's a man that appeared down by the River Jordan.
Is there a gun game in here?
That's right, but some believe this prophet could be the
That's it,
Messiah
baby?
himself. Doesn't Messiah mean the Savior? Right. Let's go see him. Come on.
Do not go off alone. Wait for me.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think I'll go with him. Excuse me.
Hey, wait, I'm coming.
Hey!
And where's that fish? I'm glad I stayed behind. I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness. Make straight the way of the Lord.
Failed to
Do you
start.
think you
What?
can escape the judgment of God? His axe is poised to chop down every tree that does not bring forth good fruit. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent of your sins before God Almighty. Tell us if you are the Messiah, God's
Wait, what?
only begotten Son. I'm not. I'm John the Baptist, here to pave the way for one who is mightier than I, whose
Probably.
shoelaces I'm unworthy to open.
I repent.
Then I will baptize you in the River Jordan, so you
yeah.
will be ready for the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, thank
Should we do?
All who repent of their sins, come and be baptized.
You want to do hardcore or core?
Forgive us our trespasses. Hey, you children there, don't you want to go to heaven too?
Just play TDM, maybe.
Yes, I want to. Me too, please. Mister, what do you do to get to heaven?
Confess your sins and say you're sorry for them. But you have to mean it if
Wait,
you
what's
want to get to
control?
heaven.
Really mean it?
That's right, really mean it.
Let's see, what sins do I have
Okay,
to
wait a minute.
confess?
Yeah, we'll just do.
Well, to tell you the truth, Angie, once I ate
No,
your
we ain't
candy
doing
bar,
midterm.
now I'm sorry. You took my candy? Yes, but Corky ate part of it. Corky, sorry, but you never told Justin you were the one who borrowed his tennis racket and broke it. Yeah. That's bad. You little tattletale. How would you like your mouth washed out with soap?
Will you children stop fighting, please?
Thank you. Ow, ow. Will you get off my back, jerk?
That is a fine way to talk to me.
Don't you have any manners? Look at Ross. You're a what? Yeah, what do you think you are? Pick on someone your size. Yeah.
You all need a spanking.
Dude, what's it taking forever? Oh, there it is.
I'm afraid there are some who are not yet ready for the kingdom of heaven.
Fuck a duck.
Gosh, I've got scratches
I can't
all over
stand
my
that
face.
much.
Me too. They hurt. What you doing, Joab? This'll make it better. What is it? It's medicine I made from leaves.
I can't stand it, dude. When are we getting the next season?
Confession didn't get us to heaven. It got us into trouble. That's
No shit.
right. Ha, look at Angie.
That's quick.
Look at Corky. Justin looks like a clown.
Fuck you, man. Boxy woman.
That's Uncle Enoch playing.
Oh shit, I got stick drift. Oh god.
Hello,
What the fuck, dude?
These are my new friends. Can I show them around? Of course. Do you know the story of Noah's Ark? That was the boat that Noah built when there was a flood. Enoch's related to him. He's the top shipbuilder in all of Israel.
Joab is my top apprentice.
Are you learning how to...
The program is based a lot on our gifts from the Enlightenment, about reason, problem solving, understanding, about compromise, and most of those things today have become...
Dickhead.
Be a shipbuilder? Yes, girl. My dad was a fisherman who drowned in the storm, see? Oh, gosh. And so someday I'm going to build a boat myself, and it's going to be so strong it won't ever sink.
Once it's built, Joab's planning a voyage to far-off places.
Someday I'm going to sail as far in that boat as the sea will take me. No one's ever sailed to the end of the
Who the hell
ocean.
keeps throwing
I want
concussions,
to be the
man?
first person to see the edge of the earth.
Fucking nay, dude.
But that's
Oh,
impossible.
dude, I thought you were an enemy there for a second.
Know about that because we've gone back in time before Columbus found out the earth is round. Oh, yeah. After I've made it there, I hope I can find my way to heaven and see if I can find my father.
You can, I'm sure. What a lad.
Dude.
You're very kind to invite us to supper, Uncle Enoch.
Hospitality, A-OK.
Pleasure to have your company. I'm here all by myself.
Wow, this one.
You're talking fucking cockroach, man.
That's so delicious.
Now, would you like some after-dinner music?
Sure. Pass me some more bread.
You fucking cockroach, man.
How pretty. What a shame Professor Bumble isn't here to enjoy this too.
Bumble is bumbling with repairs.
Decades now, maybe even longer, have realized that the way to get people into the home
Finally.
by stoking their anger or stoking fear. Proposing solutions.
Dude.
The way our incentives in the electoral system are not to solve problems. It's ironic that one of the biggest topics today is immigration. And in the last 10 years, 4 times we've had a bipartisan
Aren't the stars pretty? Yep, I like them.
Congress that did not pass.
Look at that! A shooting star! It's running away! Yeah, it's heading for the town of Nazareth.
Damn it.
Town of Nazareth! Isn't that where Jesus was? Why? He wasn't in Nazareth. I like Jesus. Hope we can see him again someday. Me too.
And that's the notion of what's so troubling in the way we're dealing with this American system.
And I know you wrote a whole book on this, as you said. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that you think we might have missed?
I think that there is...
Fucking dickhead.
Information update. Solar date 003.42. Location, the town of Nazareth, the home of Jesus of Galilee and his mother Mary. Jesus is now 30 years old.
Dude. Dude, man. I mean, we're winning, dude, but why does it feel like we're getting our asses kicked? Ah, dude.
I know what
Oh, is that you? My bad. I'm bad at it. I'm bad. I thought it was an enemy who killed me. Ah, fucking pink-haired dude, man. Oh, is that a hat?
Father told him he should name you Jesus, for you would save your people from their sins. If your father were alive, I'm sure he'd be as proud as I am to see you go out into the world and do God's work. Come.
Without a satellite, just living it up. Did you see how fast I got it out here? Every day you're struggling with a business. Meanwhile, he's looking to channel faster than a pair
Oh, fuck. Almost killed the teammate. Damn it!
You know, I still play cards with them up.
GG, hookers. Oh, wait, they can't hear us, can they? Man.
Solar date 003.43. Jesus en route to River George. Mission to be baptized by John the Baptist.
Great, you did well. Yeah, but what are you supposed to do next, Joanne? Keep your eyes on the net. Just keep holding on to it.
Smell that sweet fresh air. Look at that clear blue sky. Look at the sun. What a pity the sun is covered with smog back
What do we play now?
You will need pity if you stay out in the sun too long.
Leave with parties. Okay,
Justin,
hold
pull
on.
it up now. Here. Come on, give us some help. Hurry. Okay. Fish is too small to buy.
Stakeout's a bitch. You know what? Let's do hardcore.
Bigger fish.
Let's
go. Yeah.
It's a mosh pit, though. Well, I don't know exactly what that means. Like maps or modes. Wait a minute. Is Face Off like, it's just like, okay. Well, okay, yeah, let's try that. Let's do that really quickly. Okay.
Hello. All right.
Thanks.
Those were badgers you were chasing. If they don't want to live with you, it's because they don't know the games.
Really?
Look what I have here. These are pigs. Would you like to try one?
Ooh, Pit? Which one is Pit? Oh, Pit. Yeah, Pit's pretty good, man. It's not as bad as it's a meat grinder, but not that bad.
I see him. He's talking to somebody. We'll burn you.
Gala is a fucking meat grinder too, man.
He gave and I ate it all up in another
Dude, steakhouse like worse than fucking than shipment.
Alright, I'm hungry. Oh, thanks.
I hate stakeout. I hate Nuketown in this map or this game.
But if I eat it, there won't be any left for you.
Thank you, but I've had so many, I need some help to finish them up.
I'll be happy to eat that. Excuse me, sir, but I get a feeling we've met somewhere before. So do I.
Really?
Ooh, I'm gonna use my AK.
Jesus.
I've come to look for my cousin John, the Baptist. I've been told that he's baptizing people at the River Jordan, but I don't know exactly where.
Dude, no. Oh, whacking these fools. Ah. Oh, fucking A, dude. Yeah, who the fuck is doing this, man? Come on, boys. Dude, I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Dude, man. Yeah, the fuck. Dude. Alright, I'll just do it. Oh, fuck, dude.
You, Jesus. You come to me.
Alright, I'm heading up.
I'm the one who should receive baptism from you, my Savior.
I beg
Yeah, fucker.
the Lord is the will of Almighty God. Please, we must do all we can to be righteous and pure of heart.
So it shall be.
Most traditional buy now, pay later options have 4 fixed payments that stack higher and higher with everything you buy. And most can't help your credit history or credit score. Fingerhead Betty is a smarter alternative. You'll get the lowest monthly payments because they're based on your balance. Plus, every purchase is an opportunity to build credit history. Learn more at fingerhead.com.
It's really just a margin of victory. Wisconsin is always very close. If you remember in 2022, a Democratic governor won re-election and a Republican senator won re-election. Both in very close races on the very, very same ballot. We're going to need to count all the ballots. That's like California, for instance, where California is going to take 800 ballots as well. It's going to take a long time to know who won some of those U.S. House races. But I expect California to be called very early in the night before they have any time to vote for their.
Oh, fuck, I just killed a teammate. Sorry.
This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased.
Dude, why are they throwing smoke like this? I can't fucking see shit.
I will obey your will forever.
Dude, this is ridiculous. Like, they can't see, we can't see. What's the point? You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, sorry. Dude, this is fucking retarded, man.
Jesus, where are we going now? Back to Nazareth? Jesus, where are you going?
Into the wilderness.
What?
Spirit is leading me.
Dude. I need a cigarette.
The devil will never too long, and I I will not give in.
All right.
When I pass that
I am going to leave and then come back.
But the wilderness
Ooh,
is just
hold
like
on,
a
let me eat
desert,
this
isn't
cheese
it?
off this
There
plate.
won't be nothing to eat. Oh
My
dear.
pizza
Don't be
roll.
worried, because my father
Nah, baby, you fine.
angels will protect me.
But the blue hair's gotta go. Alright, you'll probably be the team leader. Okay, I'll be back though. I'm gonna go smoke.
Now. Why? What for? Jesus said to us made me feel like I gotta get back and finish the boat. So you can go on your voyage? That's right, please. I'm going off into the wilderness. You're right. So long. Did you repair the house, Professor?
Of course.
Gosh, you got an awful sunburn. You shouldn't have stayed in the sun so long.
No kidding.
You should have listened. I said you would be fine to a crisp.
Just watch what you're doing.
If you're going to yell at all of us, we're not going to try and help you.
There were the friends. Courtney, come here. Everybody's against me. You're my friend, aren't you?
Do you want to take a live look here at our election tracker, the top left-hand side of your screen? We are 2 days, 14 hours, 0 minutes, and 40 seconds away from November 5th. We're going to have extensive coverage leading up to that day, and at 6 p.m. Eastern time that night, that is where we'll bring you continuous results. The second they come in, you will be the first to know. I do want to discuss the elections a little bit more right now, so let's bring in Matthew Lebo, professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of Western Ontario. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, first off, and I do have a variety of topics to talk with you about here, but first off, I want to talk about those swing states, because I want to get your take here as a political expert. Which of the swing states is likely to really make the biggest difference? What area do the candidates really need to be focusing on in the final days?
Well, I think Pennsylvania is just what the candidates are looking at most closely. The polls are showing, some have Donald Trump a tiny bit ahead, some have Harris a tiny bit ahead, and really it could go either way. And Pennsylvania is important because it has the most electoral votes out of those swing states. There's 19 electoral votes, so it's the biggest prize. But also because, the groups in Pennsylvania, the electorate is quite similar to Michigan and Wisconsin. And so if the polls are wrong a little bit in one direction or the other, then what you see in Pennsylvania will probably be reflected in Wisconsin and Michigan as well. North Carolina is also something to watch. Donald Trump won North Carolina, but not by that much. And so if we see Harris performing there a little bit better than Biden did, then she could win North Carolina, and that's another path that she can get to winning the Electoral College if she happens to lose Pennsylvania.
And again, a lot of different topics here, but I want to talk about undecided voters overall, because at this point, we are just days away, 3 days away from Election Day. So are there still voters that would be classified as undecided, or for the most part, have people figured out who they're going to vote for?
So, the vast majority of people have figured out who they're going to vote for and whether they're going to vote. And half the people have already tiny fraction of people who really do wait until the last minute. They wait to see, maybe what the news is or what their feelings are when they step into the voting booth or what their friends and family are talking about, or maybe they decide that they just can't get with either candidate and they stay home. It's a tiny fraction of people, but got to remember how close the election was in 2020. Georgia, 12,000 votes, Pennsylvania, 80,000 votes. So just that tiny group of people can't swing a state one way or the other.
You already kind of touched on the Electoral College. A lot of people hear the term, but don't necessarily understand exactly what it is. So I want to go back to basics here. Can you explain how the Electoral College works, how the election of the president works? And then I know there's also a couple states that do things a little differently. So break it all down for us.
Okay, so we don't really have one election going on. You have 51 elections going on. Every state has its own election, and then the District of Columbia as well. And so for 48 states plus D.C., it is winner take all in terms of electoral votes. So there's 538 electoral votes overall. Every state has one for every member of the House of Representatives they have, and one for each of their 2 senators, and then D.C. has 3, so that's how you get to 538. Whoever gets to 270 or more wins the Electoral College, becomes president. And so in those 48 states plus D.C., whoever gets the most votes, whether they win by 1 vote or 10 million votes, they get all of the electors from that state. Nebraska and Maine do things a little bit differently. They do things one congressional district at a time, but for the most part, if Donald Trump gets 1 more vote than Harris in Pennsylvania, he gets all 19 of those electoral votes. If Harris wins California by 10 million votes, she gets 54 of California's electoral votes. It doesn't matter how much she wins by. And so those 43 states plus D.C., we really know who's going to win. And then it comes down to those 7 swing states and how they align and who can collect, just enough to get them to 270.
Election day, of course, is November 5th on Tuesday, but what are the odds, just in your opinion and what you've seen over the past several months and years here, and really election cycles, what are the odds that we have a winner declared for the presidency on November 5th?
Well, let's say early on November 6th. It's possible, but unlikely. The polls are just showing it so close. But the polling errors include, a comfortable win for Kamala Harris in the Electoral College, and maybe a slightly comfortable win for Donald Trump in the Electoral College as well. And so, if one of the candidates is doing well in all 7 of those states, then we might have a good idea that they're going to win early Wednesday morning or Wednesday. But the way the polls look now, well, maybe Trump is ahead in Georgia and Arizona, maybe Harris is ahead in Wisconsin and Michigan, and then we'll see how the other ones sort themselves out. And so if it comes down to 1 or 2 states, then it's going to be a long time counting, several days to make sure that the count is right. Perhaps lots of lawsuits to sort out how votes are being counted, where they're being counted, and so on. So it could be a while.
When we think about Americans watching the U.S. election here, they're watching it very close no matter where you're located in the country, but other countries are watching it closely as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a worldwide event, has implications around the world. So, the 2 candidates have very different views of NATO and what America's role is in the world. From the 2 different presidencies, you would have different policies towards the Middle East and Israel, towards Ukraine and Russia, different trade policies. They have very different trade policies. They have very different ideas about what the United States should do about climate change, and that has huge implications as well. They have different views, perhaps, of health and vaccines, depending on who they might appoint to their cabinet. And so this is the most important election that the world sees, is what the United States does and who they choose as their leader.
What other issues on the ballot should we be paying close attention to, whether it's elections or maybe some amendments? What else should we be watching for on Election Day and the days that follow?
So the polls are just, again, so close that it is entirely possible that you would see unified government at the national level under a Republican president or under a Democratic president. The House is pretty much a coin flip now. The Senate looks likely to go Republican, but if polls are wrong a little bit and Democrats can hold on to a state like Montana or
pick up a state like Texas, then perhaps we'd have a 50-50 Senate under President Harris. And those are, hugely consequential. There's so much focus on the presidential election, but whether or not there's a Republican or Democratic speaker in majority in House of Representatives tells us about what policies might get passed under either president. So, we hear so much about presidents talk about what policies they want to pass and what sort of people they might appoint in cabinets or the judiciary. But all that depends on them having a House and a Senate that are on their side and don't try to block what they're doing.
All right, Matthew Lebo, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and breaking it all down. A lot of different topics discussed there, and I'm sure we'll have you back on in the coming days. Of course, we know it's going to be very busy for everyone, so we do appreciate you taking the time to join us. Anything else you want to add about really any of these topics before I let you go?
When the polls come in, it's very hard to sort of try and keep score of who's ahead. And you have to pay attention as a viewer to where those votes are being counted. And so some states they'll count the mail-in votes first, and they'll announce those, and some will count the blast. And there can be big differences between who votes early, Democrats or Republicans. And sometimes they'll count the rural votes quickly, and then the cities come later. And so you might see that 50% of the votes are counted and someone's ahead, but it really depends on where those votes are being counted. So the best way to keep scores is sort of look at the comparisons to 2020. When a candidate's doing better in the same places, the same types of voters, than compared to 2020, that shows that, that gives you a good hint about whether they'll win that state.
Thank you so much for taking the time to break it all down for us. We really appreciate it. Again, I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon.
Most likely she's wondering what happened to her Austin. Don't you suppose? I understand.
Pop, can you hear me? Pop. Brother, can you hear me? Let me see if I can show you.
Mother! Here! Oh, there you
What
are!
up?
Didn't I tell you not to go too far away? I've been looking for you everywhere.
I'm sorry.
You have new friends?
Yes, I'd like you to meet them. Hi, Justin Casey. Angela!
I am a robot.
Hello. How about it, Mama? Can we invite them to dinner?
Huh? We would be most pleased to have you to our house for dinner.
Please say yes.
What up? Can you hear me?
No! Do you think we should?
Pop.
How about it, Professor?
Of course, have a good time. Meanwhile, I could work on the time machine.
Actually, let me see
Maybe
what I
fix it
can...
right. Sir, I'm expecting you to stay with me.
Ooh, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I cannot hear you.
Ooh. Alright. Yeah, we rolling now, bro. I got the P90, dude. Gunfire. Oh, yeah.
President Joe Biden made a comment on a Zoom campaign call earlier this week, and it has created a new headache for Democratic nominee.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude. I got me. Can you hear me? Not today, boys. What's overkill? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boys. Oh, yeah, boys. I got something. Oh, yeah, boys. We rolling. 52. Oh shit. Oh shit, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But Jarvis, this one, this synagogue is the only one as far as we're concerned. As one of the rulers of this synagogue, I thank you. But in truth, I'm sure God is pleased to have you worship him in either synagogue. But at the other synagogue, they want only money, while you, Jarvis, accept even this. Yes, of course.
Got that fuck
The
face.
offerings from your heart, that's all that matters.
Oh, that fuck face got me.
Oh, Jairus, I can't possibly thank you enough. Your speaking to my son did wonders.
Thanks very much.
Dude, hit markers.
It was the work of God. Please, come in. Thank you, Jarvis. Please, and please.
That's Donkey Kong shit, dude.
Hello, my dear Maya. Oh, have you been able to find the Earl?
No, can't be found.
Well, tomorrow I'll help you search. And with success, right, Maya?
Excuse me. You're looking to find a certain kind of herb? Is it for medical reasons?
Yes. It's to help Maya's heart trouble.
Really?
Dickhead.
Does the first aid kit have anything for the heart?
Sorry. Professor never needed it, so never brought it.
Perhaps I should explain more fully about this herb.
You
Maya has had
dickface,
a heart
dude.
condition. For years, and the doctors have simply given up. So now we're trying an herb. Calamus.
Calamus?
That's right.
Got that butthole.
It's all right.
Why, that's marvelous.
Oh, is this the core?
But right now it's time to go inside and pray with us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Welcome, people of Capernaum. Welcome to West Synagogue. All of you.
Oh, dude, it's core. Fuck. Oh, my fault, dude.
Oh, it's you, Cleopas. Come in.
Good morning, Messiah. I have just come from the East Synagogue. It's full of people while here.
It's empty. I'm aware that the East Synagogue has greater attendance. Why should Jarvis be more popular than I am?
Dude.
I've a hunch it's your policy that makes anyone who wants to worship give you too much of their money.
Dude.
My policy makes the money this synagogue must have to survive. Can't survive on love.
I don't know. Jarvis seems to be able to.
Then Jarvis is an idiot. And if you're going to earn all the money I pay you, don't contradict me.
Yes, sir.
Surely there is some way I can ruin Jarvis.
This is marvelous. Delicious.
buddy?
Dude.
Just in time to join us for lunch.
Glad to. And I see your friends are here to break bread with us. Forgive me for forcing you to stay and shoot.
That's all right. I enjoyed the service. The message I got from it is that you're really trying to help people in trouble or in pain. Jesus does
The
that
hell
too.
you say?
Do you folks know Jesus?
Yeah, we've seen him off and on through the years.
So, you must know about the many miracles.
I'm getting sick of that robotic dude, man. Oh, you lowlife.
The find shall be made to see.
What a fucking murderer, you prick. Got him. Got him. Oh, shit.
I can see. Oh, thank
Damn.
you, Lord. Thank you.
I believe he would also be able to heal Maya's heart trouble. But alas, even if he could do it, I don't know where to find this man of miracles.
Oh, Father, my heart doesn't trouble me now. Watch. My la 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 la.
Got him.
See, Father, I can even dance. Oh, I forgot. My orphans.
Are you sure you're up to it?
Of course.
Dick.
They're expecting me. Where are you going? Can I come too? Me too? All right, come along and help me.
Dude.
Wait for Corky.
I too will join you.
I hope she'll be all right.
Haven't I told you that you have to line up? Thanks, Maya. Thank you very much, Maya.
Dude is slippery, dude.
I'm really very hungry today.
This should help, right? We've got fresh fish.
Fuck you, dude.
There.
They seem hungry.
How come they're so hungry?
Dude.
Oh, so you bring food every day to make sure they get something to eat. It's a lot of work. I've never thought of it as hard work because I love every one of them and want to do all I can to help them. Better get home before it starts raining, right, Maya? Right? Oh, are you all right? Do you want to rest, Maya? No, I'm fine. Oh, Maya!
Dude, what a sissy gun.
Keep taking deep breaths. Sir, you go find Jairus immediately.
Will do.
Corky, come with you. And hurry. We will. I'm here.
How to stay safe on Facebook Marketplace. Here are some tips to stay clear from scams. Check for authenticity by researching the seller's background, such as the listings and the reviews. Also, communicating on Facebook Messenger is a great way to better protect your privacy. You can also meet in a public space, like a parking lot or a coffee shop. Also meet in a public space, like
we get the gun or do we go for more troops? Let's get more troops. Perfect decision. We wiped them out. Now we got the AK upgrade. Okay, can we get the drone? No, I think we want more troops. Yep, let's get it. Now we can upgrade our troops. Let's go. We did it. Okay, let's go for the helicopter motorcycle.
Are some of the most disgusting and terrifying criminals out there. But what happens when they finally get caught in the act? And
You showed me that he's only 17. I can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of the car.
here are 4 spine-chilling reactions from sinister players realizing they've been caught, starting with the most shocking of all. In March of 2000.
If your tooth falls out, don't panic. First, pick it up by the crown, the top part, avoiding the roots. Rinse it gently with water if it's dirty, but don't scrub it. Try placing the tooth back in its socket, holding it there with gentle pressure. If that's not possible, put the tooth in milk or a saline solution. Then get to a dentist as fast as you can. If your tooth falls out, don't panic. First, pick it up by the crown, the top part, avoiding the roots. Rinse it gently with water if it's dirty, but don't scrub it.
HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. We took out their HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Hostile HVT located. Enemy HVT is down. Our HVT has been eliminated. Protect our HVT.
This is the Genius Beatles baseline you've... This is the Genius Beatles baseline you've never noticed. But first, in this week's news, Danny DeVito takes the Charles Beartooth bass course. Another setback for Scott's bass lessons. In actual news, this new Beatles film has them playing with orange tiny terrors. I hate it already. Which leads me on rather nicely to today's video topic. I was watching this excellent in-depth study of Paul's lines. And in the video, Luke states that a lot of the early stuff is a bit boring. Until a single song shows Paul really moving up a gear, no pun intended. But I think he's missed an absolute classic, and no one seems to talk about this one. Just check out Don't Bother Me from With the Beatles, recorded just 3 years before Paul's tragic death in 1966. This is the Genius Beatles baseline you've never noticed. But first, in this week's news, Danny DeVito takes the Charles Beartooth.
Their HVT. They got our HVT. Hostile HVT.
It's asking like you done.
So, a while back, I saw some photos of Sir Paul McCartney taking old English pennies to the railway tracks to be crushed by trains and used as plectrums. And at the time, I remember thinking, why would someone with his wealth need to do that? And then I noticed that all the other legendary bass players were doing the same thing. Jaco Pastorius, Cliff Burton, and Charles Beartooth.
Click the link below and I'll see you there.
But all the other legendary bass players were doing the same thing. Jaco Pastorius, Cliff Burton, and Charles Beartooth.
Click the link below and I'll see you there.
And so I had to go try it myself. to see if a train-flattened Old English penny is the key to becoming a legendary bassist. And I was very excited for this adventure, because what you might not know is I love trains almost as much as I love bass. The thrill of finding a train seat that aligns with the window. The romance of the rail replacement bus. Anyway, I know what you're thinking, and this whole video is not just a ruse to sell you a brand new bass pick. The only pick you'll ever need. If you like 0.96mm celluloid triangular picks like me, that is. Available now at DennisHapco.com, link in the description. These things really work. Listen. And so the Yorkshire Hobbit set off on an epic journey. My first thought was to sneak onto the rail network, but I didn't fancy the electrified lines and the transport police. Plus another train probably wouldn't turn up for 45 minutes. Then I thought I could sneak onto the Worth Valley Railway. 5 miles of pure bliss, with a variety of steam and diesel engines from the golden era of rail travel. But I didn't want to get my membership revoked, and so I rambled aimlessly for miles through the glorious countryside in search of another railway line. And that's when I saw this. What are you looking at? Oh, not that. This. Overcoming the toughest of obstacles. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Braving the harshest of terrains. And some other interruptions. It's always surprised me how many sheep are into paintball. I finally reached my goal, and it was a bit bloody scary. Now all I had to do was place this Old English penny on the tracks and wait for the next train to come along. It's a long wait, so I had time for a healthy lunch, attempted a cinematic shot but nearly fell down the stairs, and watched a video from the Bass Plus YouTube channel.
Why did Jamerson's tone sound so rich and smooth, but mine sounded harsh and thin?
You're playing a jazz bass, you know, before sitting down to reflect on this journey we call life. And as another glorious Yorkshire summer comes to an end, I'm exactly where I want to be, doing something dodgy by a heritage railway line. Actually, this is what I do every week, only this time I'm filming it. And then the time came. Thought the wind would be knackers then, and it was time to see if it worked. At this point, my lawyers have advised me to state that this whole video is fabricated and never actually trespassed onto any railways and is for entertainment purposes only. It worked. Can't believe it. And so I pocketed my treasure, nearly broke a few more bones, and began the long walk back to civilization, leaving my mark in the odd place. Ever feel like you're being watched? Eventually finding a place called Home Firth, where I had a well-deserved fish butty at Compos, toured the summer wine landmarks, and ended up front and centre at the Undertones. Just another day, you know. I stumbled in at 1 AM, far too merry to video myself playing with the coin as intended. Jibby, jibby. So if you were waiting to hear how this sounds on bass, you'll have to wait for my next short. Sorry.
GameFly is the best way to try new games. Rent it, love it, buy it at a discount, or send it back.
Fucker.
Keep the games you love at a great distance.
If you could join any band in history, who would it be? So you're their bass player.
I drink like Tetley's Bitter or John Smith's like real like plastic Yorkshire ale, and I put a raw egg in it.
That's not.
Welcome back to the Man Overboard podcast. Today we are joined by none other than Dennis Hapco himself, musical maestro, content creator, bassist of the year 2020.
Oh, you've only researched it.
Oh yeah, definitely. How's it going, Dennis?
I'm wonderful, thank you. Don't live too far away, so we had a nice drive away.
In God's own country.
Yeah.
The wrong side of it. It's all right.
Still good. Yeah. So, want to start things off with getting into your journey with YouTube. So I know you've been making content for quite a while now, and it's only in the recent times that you've actually started to pick up traction.
Yes, it's been a long struggle. So I had about 8 years of sort of trying to do it and kind of half-assing it a little bit. And it wasn't until literally like 9 months ago that it really started to pick up. I started doing a lot of shorts and stuff, and that's really what got me going with it. And it took me 8 years to actually speak on YouTube, which I think was the big thing. I needed to get over that. And the obvious reason, I don't know if you two find this, was like, oh, no one's going to understand my accent outside of
Yeah.
the local area. So it did take me a bit of a while to get that going. Luckily, it's just starting to get there now.
The ball's rolling now. Onwards and upwards. You've kind of used your accent in your favour in a way, haven't you? Because it's going to become your catchphrase or something.
Yes. Have you seen the back of me?
I was just about to say, would you be able to quickly... Yeah.
This is my new logo.
Yeah, that's amazing. That looks so good.
So, yeah, that's painted on. So, but just down the load of stickers and patches and all sorts of things with that design on. So that's going to be coming out soon. However, that's just painted on. I put a picture of that up and everyone thought I was selling leather jackets with my logo on, which I won't be.
I mean, maybe down the line.
Well, maybe I will.
To say,
They're not coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, no time soon, yeah.
Was there any particular inspiration behind that design? Is there a deeper meaning towards it?
Well, there's a skull and the safety pins, and then my catchphrase. I mean, it wasn't that much of a thought process behind it. So the reason that slogan came around, well, can you guess? It's just the way I say the word bass, and then everyone started commenting with that spelling, and it just kind of stuck. And now people are asking for merch with it on, so yeah, I'm good with it. I've got it registered. It's now a registered trademark. And I've had a look at some high schools in the US, so it's like something like Beyond Earth High School are really upset about it. They can't sell their hoodies anymore. They've got international trademark on it.
That's great. There you go. Yeah.
And on your YouTube journey, obviously you said that it started to really pick up in the recent couple months or years. Would you have any advice for people that are just starting out about kind of sticking to it and the start of that YouTube path?
I think that's the thing. I had 8 years of like every couple of months sort of putting something out. You've just got to be consistent. Like people ask me like, how did it pick up? And I just put a video out every day for 8 months. And you know, if you do that, it's bound to pick up. You've got to have the time to do that, obviously. And you've got to have some sort of focus and ideas and stuff. But really, I think just people to start doing it. Just get up and do it and start. And you'll have no views at first, and then eventually it'll pick up.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, your type of shorts, you've got a specific style of short, haven't you?
Yeah.
And did that take you a little while to craft, or was it just one day you said, I'm going to do a video like this, and that's just what I'm going to do forever now?
Do you know what? It was a bit of a blur, really. Like the first short I made.
The dreaded snaggletooth. What's a snaggletooth or a dino tooth, and how can we fix it? Well, a snaggletooth is simply just a tooth that came into a crowded environment. There wasn't enough room for it, and so the tooth had to go somewhere. And so basically, if you have your teeth aligned, you basically have one tooth, and it'll just come right directly down in. Now, the problem is if you lose your baby teeth early, those permanent teeth can fill that space, and now there is not enough space in the trough for that tooth to come down in perfectly. And so we almost have this 50-50 chance of where that tooth is going to come in. Sometimes it comes out to the front, which is your little dino or your snaggle tooth, and sometimes the tooth goes into the back, which gets stuck up in your palate. Now, orthodontically, what we'll do
Tired of wearing.
Losing Bravo. Losing B. We're losing Alpha.
I'm on the objective.
Lost A.
Sniper, get down.
Losing Bravo.
Locking it down.
Charlie.
Keep him off me.
Securing Charlie. Taking Bravo underway. Securing C.
One eye.
Control zone
What's
C.
your fucking excuse?
Securing B. B locked down. We're losing Charlie. Losing B. Losing Bravo. We're taking C. Losing B. Losing Bravo. Securing Zone A. Losing B. Bravo locked. We're losing Charlie. They're taking C.
Target appears hostile.
Bravo is ours.
Face-off kill confirmed. Shoot to kill. We're not here to negotiate. Hostiles reclaim the lead.
Enemy is down.
I think you can show me around on the road. So this person now knows that I'm not Tommy, yet they still want to message me, and in fact now want to meet up. So this is obviously all part of their pattern. What they're doing is they're trying to create a little flirting relationship in order to entrap desperate, lonely men. Like, she then tells me that she's from Chengdu, Sichuan, China, which is kind of far away from Myanmar. She also tells me she lives in the hometown of giant pandas, but they're not actually roaming free and they're just in the zoo. What's the f***ing point in any of this? She then tells me that Tommy was someone who was supposed to show her around when she eventually immigrated to the UK in the new year, claiming that she was coming to London in order to invest in the beauty scene. She then goes into that age and is married, and then tells me that she was divorced 2 years ago because her husband cheated on her by sleeping with her best friend. She then goes on to Leanne Wendale, saying that a woman must have the ability to live a good life by herself and have something that others cannot take away, which is very important. So at this point it was pretty difficult to discern exactly how much of what she was saying was true and how much of it was just part of her script. For example, was she actually a she? Well, when I reverse image searched her profile picture, it came up with 0 results, meaning that this is likely her. She then asked me my job and if I was married. Again, then when I asked if she was working, she told me that she was not. That a woman must have the ability to live a good life by herself and have something that others cannot take away, which is very important. So at this point it was pretty difficult to discern exactly how much of what she was saying was true and how much of it was just part of her script. For example, was she actually a she? Well, when I reverse image searched her profile picture, it came up with 0 results, meaning that this is likely her. She then asked me my job and if she was married. Again, then when I asked if she was working, she told me that she was not. I was looking at the trend of international forex, and that's going to come up a lot. She tells me because I am an investor, I have to keep an eye on the trend of international foreign exchange. She then tells me that she keeps pets and has a kitten. I then asked for a picture of the kitten and she sent it. Now, when I reverse image search this picture, it comes up with lots of results. this isn't actually her cat. Marshmallow is likely the actual name of this actual cat. Then she tells me that she's speaking to me on her job number, despite previously saying that she doesn't have a job, and that she would like me to add her on her private number, which she then sends over. So I'm now speaking to her on her private number, which is a +44 number, which means she's now speaking to me on a British phone number. At this point, I tell her that I don't even know her name, and she tells me both her Chinese name and her English name. She then asks me what I'm currently up to, and then tells me that she went down to the restaurant for a while to see how many customers were there. And I said, why did you do that? Did you get food? And she said, I visit the restaurant I own from time to time. She owns a restaurant? Yes. I've invested in a restaurant and a beauty salon in China. I also invest in international foreign exchange in my spare time. We continue messaging, and then I realise it's about 9 PM my time, so I say, what time is it where you are? She tells me it's 4:50 AM in China. She then asks me what time I go to sleep. I tell her, and then she tells me that she wakes up and goes to sleep at the same time. So for me to go to sleep at 12 at night and then wake up at 8 AM in the morning, she tells me that she wakes up at 4 PM, which perfectly lines up. She then tells me that she's going to go sleep, and then at exactly 8:01 the next morning, I get another message from her saying, good morning, a beautiful day begins at this moment. We then talk for a bit. She tells me that she's looking at the gold analysis, and then I ask for more pictures of her cat, which she then proceeds to send me 2 completely different pictures of 2 completely different cats, both of which, when reverse image searched, came up with lots of results. So now with all the evidence I've collected, I think it's a pretty good time to confront her. I say to her, I don't think these are your cats though. Then I send her the reverse image results of the other pictures of the cat she sent me. She then defends herself by telling me that the kissing pictures on this site were uploaded by my ex-husband, only now after. So I then sent her some more things we can find pictures of her cat. I also confronted her about the fact that she's using an English number, and she tells me, yes, my ex-husband took me there when I travelled to the UK, including the private number I use now, is also registered by my ex-husband. I told her that I didn't explain why she lied about the cat, and then there seemed to be some communication issues. She said, I lied to the cat, so you are a cat. And just to clarify, I'm not a cat. And she then told me that she'd never said it was a new picture of the cat, it was 5 years old, and that she was just calling it kitten because her English was bad. I then straight up asked her where she got my number from, and she said, I told you from the beginning that it was my sister who gave me the wrong number. I contacted Tommy, but the number was wrong, and I got in touch with you by mistake. I said, who's Tommy? And she said, Tommy is the London tour guide my sister introduced me to because I'm going to travel to the UK after the new year. My sister said that Tommy could be my tour guide in the UK. So I then go on to ask her, why does she keep talking to me despite her knowing now that I'm not Tommy? And she says, because I will travel to the UK after the new year and even immigrate to the UK to live. So I know friends in the UK and I think I can show me around when I go to the UK. Things then proceed to calm down and she starts telling me about the things she does. So the following day the plot only thickens further when I get another message from a different +95 Myanmar number saying, hello Mr. Jack, my aunt asked me to add you, saying that you prepared my travel itinerary for me. Again I reverse image searched this person's profile picture, but it came up with 0 results, meaning that this is likely a real picture. They then went on to say, sorry, I just checked the number, I entered the number wrong, sorry to bother you. I then asked her, did you get my number from the other person I've been speaking to? Then it seems like she quickly caught on to the fact that someone else was doing the same scam on me, and then quickly left the chat. I then go back to the first person I was speaking to, send her a picture of this new person, and say, do you know her? She tells me she doesn't know who she is, and then tells me about how she'd like to travel to Greece. She then sends me another picture of herself. Again, when I reverse image searched it, no results came up. And then she sends me another, let's say, more provocative picture of herself, and that me and her should go to Greece together. So while all this has been going on, I've been talking to my friends and telling them all about what's happening. And one of my friends has sent me a Reddit link to a page full of people who have had the exact same scam happen to them.
Please enjoy the first 3 minutes of my new movie, Am I Racist?, the #1 documentary of the decade. Take a look.
So let's have a little look at this Reddit page and see if it matches up. So all these people are saying that they've been getting these scams on WhatsApp, which is where I got mine. So the OP says, I had a WhatsApp message asking if I'm Kevin the Tall Lad. I replied no, wrong number to give the benefit of the doubt, and the scammer was trying to be friendly and sent me this. A message saying that this is my business number, here's my personal number, please contact me here. A lot of the comments underneath were saying that this sounds like either a crypto scam, a Skype scam, or a romance scam. And that they shouldn't accept a private number because then they're likely to be put on a list where more scammers are going to try the same thing. Oops. Another person said that a similar thing happened to them, that they asked the Kevin from Sydney Uni to they contacted with the person looking for Matthew tour guide. One person detailed pretty much exactly what the person was going to do. So they said they can, you can start talking, getting friendly with them, and then once they feel they have your trust, they will casually mention that they are involved in Bitcoin trading and are making big bucks investing. They will then tell you that if you send them, for example, $1,000, they will invest it for you, and you will also make profits. The idea is to get you to send money to them, and then they run away with it. Stay far away from you. So this is like 100% exactly the same event. So I'm a person that's messaging me, and straight up in front of me, sending them a link to the Reddit page and everything. They then replied to a message saying, do you mean down again? I said, it was never your cat, was it? She said, I do not understand what you mean. I told her, the pictures, they were never your cat. The tour guide, the restaurant, the investing in international forex, getting me to use your work number, the fact that you're awake during English hours. How long were you going to keep this going? My number was on a database, wasn't it? That's why someone else is trying the same scam on me too. And she says, what kind of scam requires me to spend so much trouble? And to her credit, that is a good point, because she's been speaking to me now for over a week, and it is a lot of commitment. I then say, how long until you would have asked me to invest in international forex? And she said, why should I ask you to invest? Did I say I want you to invest? You got it wrong. I then ask her to send proof that she is at least who she says she is, by sending a picture with her holding up 7 fingers. I then realised that taking a selfie while holding up 7 fingers would be basically impossible, so I changed it to 3 fingers. After her arguing and saying that I'm neither her boyfriend nor her husband, so why should I photograph you what I'm doing, and then a lot of back and forth, she does eventually send me a picture of herself holding up 3 fingers. Later on, she then sends me a picture of herself wearing a moisturising face mask, and then talks about how much pressure there is in her country for her to be beautiful. She then asks me what I'm doing. I tell her I'm playing some video games. Here's me playing Pedestrian on Xbox Game Pass. Pretty good game, recommend it. We then talk about how video games were banned in China for so long, so she's never really played any. The following day, not much happens. She tells me that she's coming to the UK in March, and also sends me another provocative picture of her. The next day was Saturday, and she wasn't online all day, so I'm guessing this is the one day she had off a week. We talk a little bit over the next few days, but there's nothing major. Then, one day she eventually asks me what I'm having for lunch. I tell her I'm probably just going to eat a sandwich, and then she asks me why I'm not eating steak. I mean, I don't particularly like steak, but I thought in order to get the whole investment scam thing rolling a bit more, I told her I can't afford steak. She then immediately takes the bait and says, I think you can do other work in your spare time to increase your financial income, so you can afford steak. I tell her I'm too tired after working to do a second job. She says, you can do your second job on your phone. It will be easy. I say, how? She says, for example, part-time. And I say, do you have any examples? She says, I also have a part-time job now to increase my financial income. I'm currently buying a gold vehicle. So I say, tell me more about what you do. And she says, I'm now buying gold trading to increase my economic income. Do you know the world's largest gold trading platform, NT4? And I say, I've not heard of it. She says, you've heard of Forex? I haven't, no. So she then starts giving me instructions on how to download this app. Begging me to download MetaTrader 4. Well, when I look at the App Store, I see that there's a MetaTrader 5. Like, if you're going to try and scam me, at least don't do it with an outdated app again. Only Squares is still getting scammed on MetaTrader 4. She says MetaTrader 4 is better, MetaTrader 5 has only been out for 2 years. Not fully seeing the logic there. She then tells me to register on the app and send her lots of screenshots of what I'm doing. Then she tells me to download an app called Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is an app where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency, and this is where I came to a bit of a roadblock with dragging out the scam. So Coinbase asks for one piece of identification and a recent utility bill. And as my ID is under the name Daniel and my utility bill is under the name Danny, the app wouldn't actually allow me to verify my account. This then started to really annoy it. Her messages were coming in rapid succession, whereas usually I'd have to wait a few minutes before getting a reply. She then tells me if I have the computer to go to the website polonx.com.
Really get going. Wait, a troll? Cool. I need more troops. Nice, let's go. Alright, now we can get this guy against super beefy. Let's go. Motorcycle or helicopter?
And says I can use this encryption platform for deposits, which I say, I don't have any money to invest. She says the account you're using tonight is from a dummy account, you can try it for £200. I say, I don't have £200. She says, you don't even have £200, do you? She then tells me to just invest with a virtual account, and I ask how I can make money. She says that it can help me gain experience, it can help me pass the time, to which I say, why would I want to pass the time? You know how busy I am. Anyway, what are you doing at the moment? Completely changing the subject, which is not a fan, and she replies with, then goes on to tell me about how she's looking at the gold chart investment a bit more. I say to her, you sure do like your gold trade, and that I don't really care too much about making all this fictitious money. She then goes on a bit of a tirade, telling me about how important money is, saying money makes life better, how can you stay together without financial support, love without money is just a loose sand, the wind blows away. I mean, just being quite poetic, but still. Have you ever thought that in case your family urgently needs a large... How can you stay together without financial support? Love without money is just a pot of loose sand and the wind blows away. I mean, just being quite poetic, but still. Have you ever thought that in case your family urgently needs a large sum of money one day, you can take out the money? And then tries to give me a weird sob story saying, you may not know, but when I was a child, my family was not rich and many of my dreams could not be realised. They all depended on their own hard work and they grew up to get what they are now. Although the economy is good, the dreams of the past are no longer the same as before. And I tell her, I don't really care. And that I don't really fancy investing in Bitcoin. She then tells me how we're investing in gold and not Bitcoin, and how gold is the best, most valuable preserving investment due to its steady rise. Even if gold falls, gold will rise rapidly. So at this point, I'm just trying to fuck with her. I tell her, I don't really like gold. I prefer silver. Silver is often a less volatile market and a safe investment over a long time. I mean, I don't actually think that's true, but I just wanted to wind her up. She even again tells me about how good gold is and how it's rising rapidly due to global economic downturn and currency devaluation. And I just say, nah, silver is cheaper to mine, it's more readily available, it's shiny. If I were to invest in any precious metal, it would be silver. You should invest in silver. She says, I only buy gold now. And I say, have you ever considered silver? She says, no, never. I say, you should at least look into it. I, on the other hand, am not really fussed about investing. I try and change the subject and say, so what's your favourite colour? And she says, what a surprise. I then tell her that she seems angry, and she tells me she's not, and then I say, oh, okay, that's good. And she gives me another, The next morning she says, what social software do people in the UK use? And I say Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Speaking of which, please like, comment and subscribe. And she says, do you have a social group chat? What's the social group chat? Just chat group. Like with my friends? Yes, life group. I tell her, yes I do. Can you pull me in? Facebook or Instagram? Why? Because I'm planning to travel to the UK and I want to meet more friends. I don't think I'll be alone when I travel to the UK. Though it seems like now she's given up on me and is now just trying to target my friends. So I spoke to some of the friends that I was updating about all this, and to my surprise, they were up for doing it. So that's when we created the Silver Clan group, where we talked about how much we love silver, how good of an investment it was, and how if there was only someone who could help her make investments. She then told me that she'd make a Facebook page and that because her internet was quite slow, it might take a while. A little while later, I asked her how it was going. She said, "Don't rush me," and she hasn't given me any updates since, thereby leaving me and the rest of the Silver fan group with no way to invest in the most precious metal there is: love. And silver, of course. Hopefully we've all learned a very important lesson that you shouldn't reply to those wrong number texts. In fact, don't reply to any text, even if it's your dying mother asking you to take her to the hospital because her kidneys are packed up.
Brother, how about take a break? Is Josh on there? Is he talking? Okay. Woo.
cannot, for people need to look back history and apply those lessons.
Yeah, it is interesting because this is why our country was founded on, right? That we are supposed to be able to disagree with one another, and it's seeming like, that is really just becoming, it's not how it used to be, right? And so it's really cool, and I think what you're saying is very interesting. I did want to touch on that quickly with this question on social media, though, because I feel like that is also a huge part of this, right?
Absolutely. The other teach kids know that it's a line into the existence. Social media makes it seem like a business model that will overhaul the media today is about sewing, it's about race, about sensationalism, because that's what gets clicks, that's what gets people. Unfortunately, that's not how kids operate. And I think that the media overall is trying to control this. Social media is particular because it's so much driven by what's in your body. And we look at the possible market seeking that education. So I think social media has to get a very dangerous method. I think a lot of people say, and it's something they get into this big. Well, this is a big important for the audience to get things to see, but it is not a good source. So I think that's the big thing. I think that's what generations for 4 or 5 decades now, maybe even longer, have realized that the way to get people to the polls is by stoking their anger or stoking fear, not by pushing some solutions. So in a way, that's such a miraculous system. Right in the fire. It's ironic that one of the biggest conflicts today is immigration. And in the last 20 years, 4 times we've had a bipartisan immigration bill. That was the 4 times that did not pass. And each one of these bills has various solutions that would have helped more security at the border, would have had better practice for amnesty, would have had certain limits on immigration. And all 4 of them in different packages would have been better than where we are today. But yet, we prefer to scream out the problem and get angry at each other as opposed to stopping it. And that's the notion of what's so troubling in the way we're dealing with this American scale. I think that there is the recognition that we can't continue. It's got to be a better way. So 70% of the country in the research shows us to is talking about something called pressure over the time. And it's frustrating because they recognize that there has to be a better way to do things. We can't keep feedback. There's no other country that's been the best example of something in the history of the world that puts America in the band and the other half good. That's just not reality. So I think that frustrating the government, we need to take back the balance to the extremes that get the most attention. So my question to you and your viewers, are we getting to that point? And I think if you look deep, there are more and more Americans that are recognizing they have to let go of the anger and they have to start working with their fellow Americans. And groups like Brave Angels and Represent Us all across the country are trying to bring Americans together. I think that's important.
Thank you so much for breaking that down for us. A lot of insight, and we do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Goodbye. Radical Islamic. She's an extremist against women's rights and pro-abortion with no exceptions. 100% pro-exception, no exception, that is why. This is dangerous and more things conspiracy theories. We're into the conspiracy theories, and down the rabbit hole, one way, this is the news.
But it's very possible that he won't show the presidency or the balance power in Congress until later. So how long could it take senators to answer to those questions? And why might it be taking a while? Jacob Becker is the executive director of the Center for Election Information and Research. Jacob, thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me. So, of course, the first battleground states and the counties will likely take it to the results for them, and then a couple of slower process because it's a big population. Yeah, I think that's right. I think first we have to set the stage and understand we don't understand right away that this could be understandable with American big possible. It's always taken we just don't realize it because the margins used to be much wider in a lot of these races. And now the election is going to be very, very close. We're going to have to wait to count more and more ballots until the media has enough ballots to say with certainty that one or the other presidential candidate won, and actually much longer than that to know who controls, for instance, the House of Representatives. But that's likely to come down to some very, very close races in places like California. So with regard to the presidential swing states, I think some of the presidential swing states that are going to count ballots pretty fast because of the way people vote and because of the way that those state laws allow them to process ballots and to mail ballots early. They'll allow them to report them sooner. So Georgia, I think, will be among the very first swing states to report out. I think North Carolina and Michigan will report out pretty early. Michigan changed its laws to allow mail ballots to be processed earlier so that they can be reported out earlier on election night. States like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin are going to take longer, and that's because state laws in those states, Pennsylvania has a split legislature, Wisconsin has a Republican legislature, require that mail ballots cannot be processed until election day. So that's going to take some time. And I would expect we won't learn about the final results, the final official results, until Wednesday, Thursday, or perhaps Friday, to narrow down the whether it be called. Nevada and Arizona are both interesting. They both have a lot of both of those states. That's a cultural notice. It's a decades in those states. A lot of people return those mail ballots on the very last day. And if you return a mail ballot on the very last day, it's going to take some time to verify that you can vote, make sure it's coming from the right person before it gets counted. So that could take a few days. It really has nothing to do with the law. It's more of the culture is to return those mail ballots late on the last day. We just got a tweet from Fox 6 No Elections, Dan Cameron. He says, expect a long election night in Milwaukee because of the city of Milwaukee has 80,000 early voters. The election commission says that she expects them to go into the early morning hours. She says counting from 2 to 3 a.m. is likely. Unfortunately, misinformation has been a discussion about this, David. What are you doing? What do you need to know about misinformation as it relates to this year's election and electoral hype and other results? Well, we should understand that the people who are counting their ballots, these are public servants, they're observers from both parties and both campaigns in all of these counting centers, making sure it's going as it's supposed to. And so there's nothing wrong going on. It's not like the counting is taking longer than it has before. It's just the margins are so narrow now it has longer. And I think one of the margins, especially election officials, that a candidate, especially a candidate who might think they're losing, might pass the data to what's going on during this normal counting process as if there's something nefarious coming. There isn't. It's really just a margin of victory. Wisconsin is always very close. If you remember in 2022, the Democratic governor won re-election and the Republican senators won re-election, both in very close races in a very, very tough ballot. We're going to need to count all of that to get that. Remember that for California, for instance, where California is going to take some time to get that as well. It'll take a long time to go to the U.S. elections. But I expect California to be called very early in the night, even though they haven't counted most of their ballots. And that's because the margin of victory is likely to be quite large in the presidential race in California. Yeah, we're looking at some of those areas in the Central Valley of California, specifically very, very tight races, and it's very possible we may not know for days or weeks in some of those cases, from what I understand. One more thing I got to ask you, since you work at an organization that focuses on future election, that focuses on election innovation, I got to know, is there any technology in the pipeline that aims to make this process smoother and quicker in future elections? So there are ways to do this, and it's not really technology, it's more processes, because honestly, we want to have the paper ballots that we have in 87% of all voters are voting on paper ballots. Those paper ballots are really important because it means we can audit and recount to confirm the technology works correctly. Georgia has all paper ballots. That's great. If they need to recount or audit those votes, we can be absolutely sure of the results. Paper takes a little bit longer to process, though, just to make sure we get it right. But also, Georgia has shown there's a way forward. I think Georgia is one of the best states to do this, as well as Florida, to be honest, where they allow for a lot of early voting, a lot of mail voting. They allow for election officials to begin verifying and processing those mail ballots as quickly as possible. And then build systems that allow those reporting to get reporting time as quickly as possible. Those are the best practices, but even then, if a state is decided to have a few hundred votes, really doesn't matter how fast or how well a state reports those results out. It's still going to take days or maybe even weeks to resolve an election that votes. David Becker, the executive director of the Center for Election Innovation and Research at Austin. Thanks.
Reviewed only some quality beauty videos. All this holiday pricing has waste me your time to find it. But this grocery store maze catches up again. The same everyday location for you. Yes, the bread market and low prices too. We don't waste our money. It's not what we do. But everything we do is it's a little bit. Nothing is the straight tracker, the top left-hand side of your screen. We are 2 days, 14 hours, 0 minutes, and 40 seconds away from November 5th. We're going to have extensive coverage leading up to that day, and at 6 p.m. Eastern time that night, that is where we'll bring you continuous results. The second they come in, you will be the first to know. I do want to discuss the elections a little bit more right now, so let's bring in Matthew Lebo, professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of Western Ontario. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today. Good morning. Well, first off, I do have a variety of topics to talk with you about here, but first off, I want to talk about those swing states, because Mr. State here has a political experiment. Which of the swing states is likely to prove the biggest Midwest block area that the candidates really need to be focusing on? Well, I think Pennsylvania is just what we're committed to looking at most closely. The polls are showing some hits and some Trump are trying to get hits. Harris is trying to get him, and really it could go either way. And Pennsylvania is important because I think it's one of the most swing states. There's not even an electoral, so it's the biggest prize. But also because, the wage in Pennsylvania is quite similar to anything in Wisconsin. So the polls in one direction or the other, what you see in Pennsylvania would be divided in Wisconsin if you get the best weather. North Carolina is also something to watch. North Carolina are not like that. So if we see Harris performing there a little bit better than Clinton did, then she could win North Carolina, and that's another path that she could get to would be elected. states, they do things a little differently. So what do we do with this? Okay, so we don't really have one election going on. You have 51 elections going on. Every state has its own election, and the District of Columbia as well. And so for 48 states plus DC, it is winner take all in terms of electoral votes. So there's 538 electoral votes overall. Every state has one for every number of House representatives they have, and one for each of their 2 senators, and then DC has 30. So that's how you get to 538. Whoever gets 270 or more wins the electoral college and becomes president. And so it is 48 states plus DC. Whoever gets the most votes, whether they win by 1 vote or 10 million votes, they get a vote of the electors from that state. The rest get made a little bit differently. They do things like congressional district and but for the most part, there's one vote that Harris in Pennsylvania against 19 of those electoral votes. If Harris wins California by 10 million votes, she gets 54 California electoral votes. It doesn't matter how much she wins. And so, through 43 states plus DC, we really know who's going to win. And then it comes down to those, of course, those 7 swing states and how many and who can collect, just enough to get to 270. Election day, of course, is no matter what Tuesday, but just here, in what you've seen over years here in early election cycles, we need we don't declare for the presidency. Let's say it is November 6th. It's possible, but the polls are just holding so close. The polling is really looking for Harris in the electoral college, maybe a slightly more people than for in the electoral college as well. And so, if one of the candidates is doing well in all 7 of those states, then we might have a good idea that they're going to do it early Wednesday morning or Wednesday. But the way the polls slow down, maybe over the day in Georgia and Arizona, maybe Harris is ahead in Wisconsin and Michigan, and then we'll see how the polls sort themselves out. And so it comes down to 1 or 2 states that is going to be a long time. Several days to make sure that they come to perhaps the sort of how votes are being counted, where they're being counted, and so on. So it could be a good thing that yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a really long and then it has implications. Represents the 2 candidates have very different views of NATO and what there's still is on the way. From the 2 different presidencies, you have different policies towards the Middle East and Israel, towards Ukraine and Russia. Different trade policies. They have very different trade policies. They have very different ideas about what the United States should do about climate change, and that has huge implications as well. They have different views, perhaps, of vaccines, depending on who they might appoint to their cabinet. And so that this is the most important election that the world sees is what the United States does and who they choose as their leader.
What other issues on the ballot should we be paying close attention to, whether it's elections or maybe some amendments? What else should we be watching for election day and the days that follow?
So the polls again so close that it is entirely possible that you would see unified government at the national level under the Republican president or under the Democrat president. The House is pretty much the point both now. The Senate looks likely to go Republican, but it pulls around a little bit, and Democrats will go on to a state like Montana, or a state like Texas, then perhaps we have a 50-50 Senate under President Harris. And those are hugely consequential. There's so much focus on the presidential whether there's a Republican or Democratic speaker and majority House representatives. Also start what policies might get passed under either president. So, we hear so much about presidents talking about what policies they want to pass, what sort of people they might appoint in cabinets or the judiciary. But all that depends on them having a House and a Senate that they're on their side and don't try to block what they're doing.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and we're going to discuss there. And I'm sure we'll have you back on in
obviously know it's going to be very busy from here, and so we do appreciate you taking the time to join us. Anything else you want to add really here at these topics before launching out? You know, when folks come in, it's very hard to sort of try and keep score of who's ahead. And you have to pay attention as a viewer to where those votes are being counted. And so some states that count the mail-in votes first and the mail-in votes, and some will count last. And there can be big differences between, who votes early, Democrats or Republicans, and sometimes they'll count the rural votes quickly, and then the cities come later. And so, you might see that 50% of the votes are counted and someone's ahead. But it really depends on where those votes are being counted. So the best way to keep score is to sort of look at comparisons to 2020, when candidates doing better in the same places, the same types of voters compared to 2020. That's sort of that gives you a good hint about whether they're doing that state. Thank you so much for taking the time to break down that report. I really appreciate it. Again, totally very good.
herself enough in the 3 months since she announced her candidacy? Because that's not a whole lot of time, right? I mean, Trump started his campaign way before she did. So do you think she has succeeded in that?
No, I don't think so. I think that if your president is under 50%, you need to have a big issue where you distance yourself from that president. I go back to Lyndon Johnson, for example, in 1968 had a job approval rating in the 30s. Hubert Humphrey was his vice president, was running for the Democratic presidential nomination. And September 30th of that year, he spoke in Salt Lake City, Utah, and said, unlike President Johnson, he said, I support a unilateral army halt of North Vietnam as an acceptable risk for peace. When he did that, a lot of the people on the left wing of the Democratic Party who were opposed to him were opposed to Eugene McCarthy, the senator from Minnesota, against the Vietnam War, he was nominee. Gradually came over to him, and he started to make up. He was down to about 15 points, and he only lost by about a point. But that was really a flagship issue at the time, and Hunter was able to distance himself from President Johnson. Vice President Harris needs something similar to that, a real issue that says, this is not the way I would have handled it had I been President of the United States, something like that, but she really hasn't done that. If the president's job approval rating is at 67%, then yes, you got it. Probably off that president if you don't do that, but if the president's job approval rating is 50% of the vote, you really need a big issue to separate yourself with.
She has said she will differentiate herself from the because we know that border is a really big concern for voters. And she has said, I'm going to be different than Biden candidates. So she didn't do that.
She's been very vague again about how she would be different than him when it comes to the border. She's really hasn't, I don't think she's really laid down a plan other than when she starts to try to go in, I think this district, about how she would distance herself, she said something to the effect of, we're different presidents, we're going to focus on turning the area where Joe Biden are focused on getting America out of the pandemic, the post-pandemic. So it's interesting that she is saying like that because I think she really needs to get to it because the border is an issue where she really said, I'm going to do this, and I can do this separate from what Joe Biden did and all that last Trump administration is doing. Yeah, and I think it's on the left wing, not necessarily the center, and I think a lot of that is actually going to be in Michigan and Wisconsin. Michigan in the Democratic primary, for example, where Joe Biden had nominal opposition, 100,000 people in Michigan voted uncommitted. I think a lot of them are Muslim Americans in Michigan who believe that Vice President Harris is too tethered, if you will, to Joe Biden and her policy and the Democrat. And she got to something where she would separate herself. I think that she would bring on those voters in the polls. Some of them might go for the Green Party candidate, Jill Stein. Some of them might say, and some might even go for Donald Trump. Donald Trump goes in, who's going to do in Michigan, and Minnesota, Dearborn, Michigan, which has the highest share of Americans per capita of any city in the United States, basically trying to court Muslim Americans who were kind of distraught, if you will, or disaffected by the Biden-Harris administration. What they view is their failure to get a ceasefire in Israel.
And this has been interesting because she's been trying to distance herself from two people, right? From Biden, trying to create her own way for herself, but also from Trump. It's interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's really kind of, and I meant to say, by the way, God's not issue, but you're right, it really is kind of a delicate thing. I remember back in 2000 when the illegal immigrants, if you remember, was a big issue, the Cuban refugee that came to America. And Bill Clinton had a job approval rating, by the way, back then, about 66%. But Al Gore actually found that issue and separated himself and said that illegal immigrants and families should be allowed to stay in the United States. Bill Clinton basically said that it would be better if he were to go back to his family in Cuba. But it gave him something to say that he would be able to, that he would be different with Bill Clinton. I don't see Vice President Harris saying anything like that other than just talking in kind of vague generalities.
Is there anything she could do maybe to try and approach those voters who may not be the distance from Biden?
I think if she has to call, I think something from here comes to a political decision right now. She has to come say that the Biden-Harris administration, basically say the Biden administration has not done enough to bring about a ceasefire in the Middle East. Something like that. I think if she does that, she will bring all those people with her. There are a lot of disaffected Democrats last time around. Joe of Muslim American votes. This time around, it was 12% of those American Islamic relations, which showed that Michigan, Georgetown was actually in the plurality of these votes. And Donald Trump, what I said, is actually a peer and giver of Michigan. This for people who, in many respects, the House does have housing signatures, so I don't want to know that because it is the Texas state, it's really more than the last ceasefire, but it's really become an issue that there's a sense on the campaign. I think it really could be a danger. It really could be a danger zone because Michigan, specifically Wisconsin as well, are just critical battleground states and a blue wall that will have to bring into at least two of those three states. I think to win the election.
Question for you here. So, people here as well as terraces, and we've seen the past few rallies, he's put together this compilation of a minute or so on general. Clint Harris and his name over and over again. Do you think that was wise campaign strategy? I mean, it's something to differentiate yourself from the candidate.
I don't see how it necessarily helps other than just simply galvanize the base and does that. The people in the crowd will cheer for him, and I think that's part of his strategy. I think he likes that. But I don't see how it's necessarily not going to organize swing voters. That being said, there's still some swing voters right now. We have maybe less than 100,000 voters in the school county in terms of people that only voted in 7 swing states. So maybe his strategy is simply just to try to bring as many local city conservatives out to vote and more from as is humanly possible. And that's certainly what he's doing.
All right, Rich, again, thanks for coming on bright and early here. We always appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
How radical is Becky Cash? She's an extremist who wants to attack women's rights and prohibits exceptions.
100% pro-life, life conception, no exception. There are those that will take the pulpit for, and that is why.
And Cash pushes dangerous chemical things, conspiracy theories.
It's trying to be very
It's the latest speed.
posted this right here on your screen. He said, quote, "The enemies, whether the Zionist regime or the United States of America, will definitely receive a crushing response to what they are doing to Iran and the Iranian nation and to the resistance front." Amid the growing tension between Israel and Iran, the U.S. is sending bomber aircraft, fighter jets, and more Navy warships to the Middle East. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin ordering several B-52 Stratofortress bomber aircraft, a squadron of fighter jets, tanker aircraft, and Navy destroyers. The Pentagon says they will start to arrive in the coming months, and at the same time, the USS Abraham Lincoln will head back home. Obviously, as always, so much to discuss, so I do want to bring in a good friend of the show here, Whit Chandler, the Director of Government Relations and Professor of Practice at Coastal Carolina University and a former senior defense intelligence official. Thank you so much for taking the time, as always, to be here with us today. Good morning, welcome, and good morning, Josh. Good morning. Well, first off, the aircraft, the fighter jets, all of that being sent over to the Middle East by the U.S. What is that telling you about how the U.S. feels about the situation there in the Middle East? Does it say anything? Yeah, absolutely. And I think what it says is the U.S. still has some serious concerns about the stability and the threats that Iran poses to Israel and to our forces, because that quote you just read is very telling. The tone has changed this week from the Supreme Leader. But first, let's talk about this deployment. What's actually going to happen is that the Middle East, earlier in this year, the Gulf of Oman, it just extended in its deployment for some time. Remember, they blocked that from the Pacific theater. So it has to leave. It'll probably be leaving in 2 to 3 weeks. And that would give us a significant gap in defensive and offensive capability in the region. So what we're doing is we're trying to ensure that there's no dip in coverage, if you will, for those capabilities. And so we are routinely built B-52s that probably go to the Indian Ocean, the Indian Ocean. So there'll be several B-52s down there that can deliver a very powerful blow to Iran or any of the other threats that are in the region. And then the other threats that they're talking about, I would call those cruise missile shooters and some air defense assets. So we want to ensure that on this front domain that we have all of that offensive and defensive capability. So a lot of that is going to occur in the next few days to a couple of weeks, and some stuff is going to happen a little bit longer. So that as one more officer is here, we make sure we keep that balance as we work our way through that entire process. But in our team, that threat is very serious in that it's shifted from what we did, where we said we don't want to make this bigger than it is, and we didn't want to make it smaller. But these very aggressive, they were starting to use some tactics and ways that Iran needs to strike back with its axis of resistance, and that includes its proxies from Hezbollah, the Iranian-backed Shia militias in both Syria and Iran, and the Houthis. So a combination, and this is one of the scenarios I had talked about earlier, being a worst-case scenario is Israel could be attacked along with the United States forces in the region from multiple axes of attack, from within Iraq, within Syria, Hezbollah going. So if they launch this coordinated and simultaneously, that would be a significant threat and something that would be difficult to defend against. So we're going to have to be on our toes at least through Election Day. That's what some of the indications are talking about, or soon after Election Day, as the United States is struggling domestically to figure out what's going on. Our enemies could take advantage of this internationally. We are looking at one of those live images that we have of those cameras in the area. This is actually the skyline from northern Israel near the Lebanese border. You can see some of the lightning there in the background. But I want to talk a little bit more about Iran, because in an interview just yesterday, Iran's Strategic Council on Foreign Relations did tell Iranian media, quote, "We now have the technical capabilities necessary to produce nuclear weapons." So my question for you, is that really anything new? Is there increased concern for the U.S., for Israel, for the new weapons?
Well, Josh, I'm absolutely concerned about Iranian development of nuclear weapons. It's been a goal of theirs almost since the takeover of this regime
sort of inception, if you will. And it's something that Iran has pursued, at least for the last decade, very diligently in the conflicts Iraq. And what a lot of people don't understand, if I could just give a brief history of the JCPOA, JCPOA, that never stopped Iran from developing nuclear weapons. Not only slowed their progress, but Iran, even during that period, was continuing to pursue the acquisition of nuclear weapons. And a couple of months ago, and I know that Iran's talking about the technical capabilities now, but the United States came out with a very public announcement back in July, where they said Iran could be 2 to 3 weeks away from having enough nuclear material, weapons-grade nuclear material, to make a bomb. And at that time, and I don't want to make this a nuclear physics class, but I think it's important for your viewers to understand that Iran has over 300 pounds of what we call 60% enriched uranium. It only takes a few days to enrich that to 90%, and that is what we call a weapons-grade uranium. That's where you make a bomb. And so Iran, in days, could have a couple hundred pounds, which is enough for several bombs, nuclear bombs, of weapons-grade uranium. And something that we find question was what we call the DAS bomb. And the DAS bomb is when they have that material and they weaponize it and put it in a bomb. That's been running for years and but you have to realize that's only occurs simultaneously. So we could be looking at a nuclear Iran in 3 to 6 months if they decide to take that step. And when we talk about retaliation that we just did in your first question, imagine talking about that with a nuclear Iran. And that would really raise the stakes. It's something that we have to address, and we have to stop this. Let's go over to Gaza and talk about the war going on there. Obviously going on for more than a year since the October 7th massacre, the kidnapping of the hostages there, 101 of which do remain in captivity there over in Gaza. Now, there was an unfortunate deadline that was essentially put into place by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin that essentially said that Israel needs to increase the flow of humanitarian aid there into Gaza over a 30-day period, or else they did risk weapons funding there. So my question for you, and we've discussed this in the past, would the U.S. actually withhold funding or weapons there from Israel, and what sort of impact would that have if they did? If I can start a little bit with just yesterday, one of the articles tracking threat in the Middle East reiterated that threat, which is a little considering that Israel has increased its aid flow into Gaza. As a matter of fact, I believe it was either yesterday or today that Israel, working with the UN, has restarted that polio vaccination process for Palestinian children. If you remember, the funding increased and they had to, for the safety of everyone, had to stop that. But Israel is actively in the positive offensive operations to facilitate this polio vaccination process. So I think that speaks volumes to what Israel is trying to do. And as I said, they have increased the aid. Whether it's reaching a certain amount of aid trucks that the U.S. wants to see, that's been the challenge that Israel faces and can't control. You know, what's the distribution of it? How much is interfering with the flow of those convoys, or actually diluting some of those convoys for causes or needs? And that's something that's really beyond Israel's control. So I think when you look at the overall context, the U.S. needs to take into consideration what Israel is facing and what Israel is doing. But will the U.S. stop? You know, I think part of this phase is playing for the domestic political events in the election season in the U.S. But I do think, and this would be almost unprecedented, they will stop weapons delivery, but not weapons that are going to directly slow Israel down in its current offensive or defensive operations. So in other words, let's stop something, but it won't have an effect for a month or 2 months of what they would need to find their tactical ability to fight. I don't see the U.S. stopping it. That would be catastrophic so to speak, a ceasefire for about a month, and it would lead to the release of 11 to 13 hostages in exchange for about 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. That's just one of the deals on the table. However, Hamas officials have said they will not accept anything that doesn't include the end of the war altogether, not just the stopping of fighting for a month, but forever. So my question for you is, would Israel ever even begin to agree to that?
I don't think Israel's going to agree to those terms. I think Israel has really gone over halfway in trying to work on these negotiations. When you look at what Israel set out to do in its war objectives, if you will, it's to decapitate the Hamas leadership. And they've done it. As a matter of fact, they killed one of the remaining members of the Politburo just yesterday. So Israel's methodically done it. But it's been a very now is to destroy Hamas and destroy all the fighters and the civilian. That's a difficult military challenge. It's easy for the politicians and the policymakers to say. It is very hard for those military personnel to execute something that means destroy. So let's see how Israel is really in a position right now to force Hamas to the negotiation table. And I don't think Hamas is with them. There is some support by themselves. I still don't think there's enough pressure on Hamas really to kind of stop this fight. And if the fighting were to stop, Josh, it would be temporary. It must be temporary. Look at how the U.S. is still in Israel. They still exist in this 20 years of war and over 2 years of war against ISIS. So fighters still exist. They always exist in this regard. But Israel has to look after, let's get the hostages. We've achieved several of our goals. Hostages are active. Point out to number one. Unfortunately, I don't think they're all alive, as we've discussed. But then let's force Hamas to the negotiating table. And I don't know that Hamas really feels like we can do that yet. And unfortunately, Hamas is the one that's controlling the progress of any development of these negotiations. And they keep coming to them.
My last question here before I let you go is about these classified documents that were apparently leaked from Netanyahu, the Prime Minister's office there in Israel, because Israeli officials do say right now that they arrested several people in connection to the leaking of those documents that are somehow related to the war. Do we know exactly what's included in those documents that were leaked?
And Jonathan, this is definitely a great story. Started getting a lot more attention yesterday and early today as well. So when I look at this, what it seems to be is that someone within the Prime Minister's office, I don't mean the Prime Minister, but even the Security Council, the other folks working in the White House, so the equivalent of that large staff sitting in Israel, these documents are what many have discovered negotiations of hostage claims. Now, there's problems with this. Looking into this, perhaps the police are looking into this, and some of the police have said that some of the information hurt the Israeli negotiating position that we were just talking about, trying to get the hostages out and create a ceasefire, and some of the data may have been manipulated. So I saw the release of this IDF data, and you can see the thought-out plan that Hamas had for holding the hostages and holding back, trying to push Israel into some sort of positive ceasefire agreement for Hamas. So I think this really hurt Israel's negotiating stance when they were in Cairo and Qatar in the recent times. And that's what the problem is, trying to find who leaked it and then try to put that cat in the bag. But it's already hurt Israel with that. It's going to be ugly. I don't think the Prime Minister's office is going to look good. He may get a his office may get a black eye for this, but they're going to have to press forward on this.
Mark Sandler, as always, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and I'll break it down. Anything else you want to add about any of this in the Middle East before we go?
Well, Josh, I just want to briefly touch on Hezbollah, because we talked about a ceasefire with Hamas, but Israel's really not agreed to full-front war. They've got the fight with Hezbollah north, and they're still working on an Iranian response. But I think there's some possible progress with that. So when I look at this, Israel's really making rapid progress on the ground into its territories to push that back. And you know there's still other avenues of events that are being worked by some of our negotiators trying to create a ceasefire. Israel's military actually said we created the conditions for a ceasefire. And so we see a situation where actually negotiates a peace. I'm talking about a 2-month time frame, but not an election. 2-month time frame while Israel still engaged with Hamas to establish. That seems counterintuitive to what Hezbollah is doing, but I think the military objectives are being achieved much faster and quicker than they are with the terrorist organization Hamas. So I would look for some sort of positive development there, but I think there's still a long way from seeing a fighting stop in the north. That's still something to keep in consideration. So we thank you so much for spending part of your time with us here on my channel. We appreciate it. You're welcome, Joshua.
My brother, listen to my father's commercial. You're going to see how it is. Today, we're going to do a taste test. I know you think this problem is a good problem. Well, actually, I'm going to call this guy, she lived here for 42 years. It's going to get at water. That is like good. Sometimes I can't have an issue. That's what people say. You got 3 and 4 percent. The video is a very conservative. It's still Bluetooth and screen. That's good.
I am 100% pro-life, life conception, no exception. There are pills I will take the pulpit for, and that is one.
And Josh pushes dangerous QAnon and fringe conspiracy theories.
Oh, my whole life, it's actually very good now, and I don't know long before any of y'all.
He catches words, speed, lines. This year, states have constitutional amendments on the ballot, which state gives you jurisdiction. Arizona is one of those states. The state released an international based on which border court associated with state amendment. Absolutely. So, it's really not only one state, but it's sort of a good example of the type of action this issue of nationwide. I've got this on the map.
Okay, so if we look at the circumstances in which this issue exists in Arizona, we're really going back to 2022. Obviously, that's when the Dobbs decision came down, establishing a constitutional right to an abortion. But a couple months before that, Arizona state legislature enacted a 15-week abortion ban. After that Dobbs decision came down, there were repercussions over another Arizona law from 1864 that would outlaw the law of divorce. And so after the subsequent confusion, it's been extra around a week and subsequent stuff in the court. But that's what we've been turning to what the government campaign would really attribute to what we launched in the first place and establish a fundamental right to abortion once and for all.
Yeah, so abortion is legal in Arizona up to 15 weeks right now. How long are now and what about the question?
Currently at the 15-week mark. Currently, the option is a safe for life of the mother. However, with expanding abortion access to the point of healing the body, that's when the fetus can survive inside the uterus. And typically, things are started after the 20-week mark. And that's the intention for the possibility to take abortion in order to protect her reasonable states to the point of viability. Montana is one of them, Nevada is one of them, and an interesting dynamic there is that, obviously Arizona is a very contentious presidential battleground state. Montana's also seeing a really competitive Senate race, and Nevada is also a swing state as well, and so Democrats are hoping that this could potentially tip the scales in their favor.
So in general, why do supporters argue that this law needs to be on the books?
Going back to that conversation about that 1864 near total abortion ban, and a little bit earlier this year, the Arizona State Supreme Court allowed the enforcement of that ban and the culmination of that legal fight. And so proponents of this measure will really point to the back and forth that they believe Arizona has undergone and confusion over where abortion access in the state stands. They want to cement that long-term fundamental right to abortion would enshrine in the state constitution.
Yeah, you understand. The common argument that you hear is, yeah, this is happening.
The opposition changing this law to take those conservative suppressive arguments. They believe that, this measure is too far-reaching, that the majority of Arizonans already support the 15-week law, and they pretty full abortion in specific now. And they also argue that proposed viability exemptions are too broad, particularly the good business exemption.
So I was reading that Latino support for abortion laws is really favored in Jersey. Here, since Arizona's population is nearly a third Latino, and that's something that you picked up on.
Absolutely. I worked on a story on this topic with one of my clients a couple of weeks ago, and what I found particularly striking is that both the ballot measure campaign and the opposition campaign have recognized that if they want to win the ballot, this is a crucial demographic. The ballot measure campaign has focused on Spanish, and the coalition of organizations that are involved in that campaign include multiple Latino grassroots organizations that are going and prioritizing talking to Latino voters and trying to get them to support this measure. And on the opposition side, they have what they call over-anticipated coalition volunteers as well. And they're sometimes translating in Spanish, and so they both are definitely being pretty aggressive on that front in terms of trying to support Latino voters.
Does it feel like the abortion issue could really put Rio de Janeiro campaign?
Well, I'm hoping so. One thing that we hear in some of the campaigns here in Arizona is that, it's not to just support this policy, but they want voters to watch socially campus and soften their messaging on this topic specifically, with police and various professionals that presented on this issue. For example, he is not in favor of extreme abortion. He is against a federal ban on abortion. Anecdotally, when I speak to voters, I have heard all ranges of the ideological spectrum. It goes from a single-issue voter, a 23-year-old female who is only going to the polls to support this measure and nothing else. And it also ranges to Republican-turned Democrat voters who are voting up and down the ballot and also supporting this measure. And then also conservative voters who are definitely not supporting this measure and voting Republican up and down the ballot. And so we'll really have to see what messaging resonates with voters in a swing state like Arizona. Something that we're keeping a close eye on as we head into next week.
All right. Rachel, and Andrew Howard is what you said she addressed.
it's you get yourself. And we always see that margin of error on the polls. Some people sort of understand it, but don't necessarily fully get it. So can you break that down, go back to basics? What is that margin of error? How is it determined? Well, it's something that's misunderstood hard survey research. First of all, it's really important to point out that there are many sources of error in surveys. Margin of sampling error being one of these is likely possible that we can measure indicators. It's also really important to remember that you can't measure accurately or legitimately calculate sampling error unless you start with a random sample. Many of the surveys, particularly surveys these days, are not conducted with random samples, so you really can't even justify calculating that sampling error. But actually what it is, it's an estimate, a range, because whenever you see a survey that point estimate, 48% of those for errors, it's just an estimate. So there's a range of probability of so if you have a survey with 6,000 people on it, sampling error, then you can calculate this very simply. 3%, but that means that you have 3 percentage points to 48%, which brings her from somewhere between 45 and 51%. Her range is in there. And you have to do the same thing for Trump. So you have to add and subtract the margin of sampling error for Trump's estimate. So the shorthand to take margin of sampling error into account when trying to say is somebody leading or not, you simply double the margin of sampling error. And if the gap between the two candidates is more than double the margin of sampling error, then you can say that you have a statistical lead. If it's less, if it's in between those, then you have to say, no, it's a statistical tie. So you double the margin of sampling error as a rule of thumb. Thank you for clarifying that, because again, it is so misunderstood, and it's great to have an expert who can kind of explain it a little bit further. All right, so we do talk more about the polling itself. We do hear from so many people who say, how am I included in this poll? How am I accounted for if nobody's ever asked me a question? How is that work? I guess that kind of ties in with what we've been discussing. Right. So there's for everybody who forget their statistics classes back in high school or college, there's something called the central limit theorem, which allows us to take a sample, a random sample from the population, and return the results from that random sample back to the overall population that we first sampled from. That means that not everybody but we know in a certain range that the estimate from that random sample is reflective of the overall population. So you didn't have to be included in the sample package. It's achievable to do a survey where everybody could be included in the sample. Just too much. So there's many techniques that people use to make coaches use to make their samples representative of the population. And I think that's one of the other things that's misunderstood when you go into weighting. But I think just because you have an inclusive poll, it basically means that people who are going to vote might do a similar action to you. I want to ask you, since I'm sure you spend a lot of time looking at polls, have you seen any indication of any blue states turning red or red states turning blue? I think there's indications of states continuing to move red or blue. One of the things we tend to focus on for elections is the year that a state turns from red to blue. And if you know the fact that there's been a strong shift towards one party or the other within that state, political scientists call that a secular realignment, because essentially every 4 years, there are different voters in every state. And for the most part, every 8 years, about a third of the state, the potential voters are going to be for different people. So the state just going from state to state, and you do see states moving from the Republican to Democratic order. This year, I think that all of the swing states that we can well, this election, they could go either way, but I wouldn't say that's state making a decision. They're going to continue to vote that way. It's just this constant pattern of politics where the states have different voters, and those different voters bring their, when they move in particular, they bring their political attitudes with them. All right, Andrew, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and break down some of the latest poll numbers. Of course, we'll all be paying very close attention over the coming days as we are just 3 days away. Hard to believe, but anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Well, I'd say that there's been a real shift in polling methodology over the last 10 years as web polls have become more and more popular because they're less expensive and because some of response rates have been declining in every sort of survey. So there's a lot of variation in the types of surveys that are being done, and I would just be cautious not to take a poll because it shows your candidate leading, but to take a little bit of a jaundiced eye on all of the polls that are out there.
Andrew Smith there over at the University of New Hampshire Survey Center. Thank you for taking the time to join us here and help break it down.
Thank you.
And some say they believe the country is heading for an even further divide once the election results come out. The Pew Research Center found that Democrats and Republicans are becoming more likely to view members of the other party as unintelligent, lazy, immoral, or dishonest. And nearly everyone has a very or somewhat unfavorable view of the opposing party, according to an AP poll from September. Let's discuss this with Seth David Bradwell, who actually wrote a book about all this. He's an independent political analyst. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning on Live Now from Fox.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a fascinating topic.
It is, and I guess my first question is, how did we get here, right? How did we get here as a nation?
It's fascinating in many ways. I did a lot of research on this. I wrote a book about it called American Schism, and it explains, in fact, that we have this incredible divide, this break between different views of America that's been building for really 4 decades. It's not new, but it is coming to a head in this election, and it's spelling perhaps the end of the Democratic Republic. It's quite serious.
So then let's talk about the rhetoric, right? Because when President Donald Trump had the assassination, he believes that actually he was never from the campaign, but he talked with you about that. That was all 120 to 76. So do you think that the rhetoric from both Harris and Trump has contributed to this divergence?
Yeah, absolutely. The rhetoric is not something. It's the unfathomable view of America. Both are right in some ways, and both have things to do to really get out of this. So, for example, the proportion of support from the mathematical votes are justified in their range because for decades now, the establishment has not met their needs. We've increasingly when you look forward to this policy of globalization, which is in many parts of America, nearly 10 million Americans are suffering for 3 generations now. So these Americans feel emboldened and angry based on neither afterward has been delivered. The other side is enraged by Trump's breaking laws and his frequent distortion of prisons and lives, and they believe that he's driving the country off the cliff. But both sides have to recognize that they're not operating in reality. They're not seeing if you look at how operate. So, I think for America fans, for team fans, they're just they're raised, but at the same time, they have to recognize that the violence that's being shown by Trump is not helpful. In fact, it's getting pretty bad. And I would say that both sides are using different rhetoric that it has been a lot of elections lately, especially the violence by the Trump campaign. I think that the establishment is based to recognize that so many Americans suffer under the globalization in the last 4 administration, and politicians feel very rigid about that and take responsibility for their failure. So I think if elites keep showing disdain at half of America, that's not helpful. It's about understanding the situation and trying to recognize that our policies have not worked. So we're really in a situation where both sides need to confront reality.
What would it take under their leadership to help the country move forward, to come together, to reduce the violence that we are seeing? What is that going to take? What does that look like?
You know, I'm reminded of after the Civil War, during the Civil War, one of our great poets, Walt Whitman, wrote a whole bunch of poems about envisioning how it might look to bring America together. It takes some creativity, and I think likewise we're going to need that now, because I think both sides have been traumatized in some ways. I think many Americans who can't understand how we got here think the fault is completely on the other side, when the truth is both halves of America bear responsibility for this. So it's almost, there needs to be concrete problem solving and a return to normal. There cannot be the type of rhetoric and type of behavior that is not conducive to solving problems. And I think both sides need to recognize that.
Have you ever seen anything this simple, this divine in political history?
I'm so glad you asked that question. You know, we define it many times in our history. Again, I've done a lot of research on this. In fact, the original American schism happened between Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, between the time of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. And there were 5 years at that time. What's different, and I looked across these different divides to try to distill what are the lessons. And you know what? It turns out there is a secret sauce. There's a formula that we've used in the past to get through life. The problem today is we're not using it. The man that is faced with life on is from the alignment of reason, problem solving, understanding, compromise, and most of those things they have become dirty words. So in a way, we have a formula in our history. Our history is as a solver, a win, if only we apply it. But we seem not to be willing to look at that history and apply those lessons.
This is why one country was founded, right? That we're supposed to be able to disagree with one another, and it's seeming like, that is really just becoming, it's not how it used to be, right? And so, I like what you're saying, very interesting. I did want to touch on that quickly with this question on social media, because I feel like is also used by this, right?
Absolutely. Choose this the platform on that one. This alone is very simple. Social media makes it seem as a business model, that ultimately is about showing disdain, rage, sensationalism, because that's what gets clicks. That's what gets people. Unfortunately, that's not see things that interest you. I think social media in particular is very dangerous in many ways. I talk to a lot of young people today, and they tell me they get their news from TikTok. Well, TikTok is maybe fun and a lot of interesting things to see, but it is not a news source. So I think that's part of it. But on the other hand, I think our elected officials, for 4 decades now, maybe even longer, have realized that the way to get people to the polls is by stoking their anger or stoking fear, not by proposing solutions. So the way our incentives in the electoral system are not to solve problems. It's ironic that one of the biggest topics today is immigration, and in the last 10 years, 4 times we've had a bipartisan immigration bill that was before Congress that did not pass. And each one of these bills had various solutions that would have had more security at the border, would have had a better process for amnesty, would have had certain limits on immigration. And all 4 of these different technologies would have been better than where we are today. But yet, we prefer to scream at the problem and get angry at each other as opposed to stopping it. And that's the notion of what's so troubling in the way we deal with this American spirit. I think that there is a path for education that we can't continue. It's got to be a better way. So 70% of the country, in my view, in the research shows us too, is part of something called a culture of majority. And it's frustrating because they recognize that there has to be a better way to move forward. We can't keep demonizing each other. It's impossible. There's one of the countries that's been the best example of self-government in the history of the world. That half of Americans are bad and the other half good. That's just not reality. So I think that frustrating majority means we take back the ground. It's often the extremes that get the most attention. So my question to you is, are we getting to that point? And I think if you look deep, there are more and more Americans that are recognizing they have to let go of the other, and they have to start working with their fellow Americans. I think by bringing angels and referendums all across the country are trying to bring Americans together. I think that's the target.
Thank you so much for breaking that down for all of the insight, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Jacob Becker is the executive director of the Center for Election Information, and
dragons. Absolutely. So, first of all, of course, if we start in the United States and or counties where those utilities were results presented, I know there are a couple of them that are doing it with a slow process because it has a big population. Yeah, I think that's right. I think first we have to set the stage and understand we all want to win the election right away. That's completely understandable as much Americans as possible. But it's always taken long. You just don't realize that the margin is much wider in a lot of these races. And now the election is going to be very, very close. We're going to have to wait to count more and more ballots before we can get enough ballots to say with certainty that one or the other presidential candidate won. And actually much longer than that, because it controls, for instance, the House of Representatives, so that's likely to get some very, very close races in places like California. So with regard to the presidential swing states, I think some of the presidential swing states are going to come pretty fast. The way people vote, and because of the way that those take long to process out, mail out, early, so Georgia will be the very first state to report out. I think North Carolina, Michigan will report out pretty early. Michigan changed its laws to report out the process earlier, so they can be reported out earlier in the night. States like Pennsylvania take longer. That's because state laws in the states. Pennsylvania has split legislature with Republican legislature require that mail ballots cannot be processed until election day, so that's going to take some time. And I would expect we won't learn about the final results, the final unofficial results, until Wednesday, Thursday, or perhaps Friday, depending on how narrow that margin is, whether it can be called. Nevada and Arizona are both interesting. They both have a lot of voting in both of those states. That's a culture there. They've been doing it for decades in those states. But a lot of people return those mail ballots on the very last day. And if you return a mail ballot on the very last day, it's going to take some time to verify it. We'll make sure it's electronic from the right person before it gets counted. So that could take a few days. It really has nothing to do with the law there. It's more because the culture is to return those mail ballots late on election day. We just saw a tweet on the screen from Congressman Milwaukee's Ben Handling. He says it's been a long election night in Milwaukee because when the city of Milwaukee announced that 80,000 early voters, the election commissioner says she expects now to go until early morning hours. He says counting the 2 to 3 a.m. is likely. Unfortunately, this information is not a lot of discussion around that. David, what are we hearing on now about the information happening in this year's election and electoral making outcomes? What we should understand is people we're talking about these are public servants, they're observers, both parties, both campaigns, in all of these county centers, making sure it's going as effective and supposedly, and so there's nothing wrong going on. It's not like the country is taking longer than it has before. It's just a part of the narrative coming out longer. And I think I told us all, especially election officials, that a candidate, especially a candidate who think they're anything like this, that what's going on, or this is all part of the process, as if there's something nefarious going on. There isn't. It's really just a margin of victory. It's actually always very close. If you remember in 2022, that if you get a governor won re-election and a Republican senator won re-election, those were very close races and very, very significant. You're going to need to count all the ballots against that. Remember that, say, California, for instance, where California is going to take some time to count ballots as well. It's going to take a long time to get some of those U.S. House races. But I expect California to be called very early in the night because they haven't counted most of their ballots, and that's because the margin of victory is likely to be quite large in the central race in California. Yeah, very Central Valley of California. There's going to be very, very tight races, and it's very possible we may not know for days or weeks or cases where they to work. Organizations that focus on the future election, keep their focus on innovation and whether or not we get new technology in the pipeline. That means to make this process smoother and quicker in the future election. So there are ways to do this, and it's not really technology, it's more processes, because honestly, we want to have the paper ballots that we have at 97% of all voters that vote on paper ballots. Those paper ballots are really important because we can honestly read them because the technology works correctly. Georgia has an old paper ballot. Great, if they need to recount it on those votes, you can be absolutely sure of the results. Paper takes a little bit longer to still going to take days or maybe even weeks to resolve unless it's that close. All right, David Becker, the executive director for the Center for Election Innovation and Research. Nice talking to you. Awesome. Talk to you. Thanks. Looks like we're at the break. We're back. Good morning. Good morning. Well, first off, and I do have a variety of topics to talk with you about here, but first off, I want to talk about those swing states because I want to get your take here as a political expert. Which of the swing states is likely to really make the biggest difference? What area do the candidates really need to be focusing on in the final days?
Well, I think Pennsylvania is just what the candidates are looking at most closely. The polls are showing, some have Donald Trump a tiny bit ahead, some have Harris a tiny bit ahead, and really it could go either way. And Pennsylvania is important because it has the most electoral votes out of those swing states. There's 19 electoral votes, so it's the biggest prize. But also because, the groups in Pennsylvania, the electorate is quite similar to Michigan and Wisconsin. And so if the polls are wrong a little bit in one direction or the other, then what you see in Pennsylvania will probably be reflected in Wisconsin and Michigan as well. North Carolina is also something to watch. North Carolina, but not that much. And so if we see Harris performing there a little bit better than Biden did, then she can win North Carolina, and that's another path that she can get to in the electoral college if she happens to lose Pennsylvania. And again, a lot of different topics here. Undecided voters over. Because at this point, we are just days away, 3 days away from election day. So there's still voters that would be trying to find as undecided or for the most part, people figure out who they're going to vote for. So, the vast majority of people have figured out who they're going to vote for, whether they're going to vote. And people have already voted. But there's some tiny fraction of people who really do wait until the last minute to wait and see maybe what the news is or what their feelings are when they step into the voting booth or what their friends and family are talking about, or maybe they decide that they just can't get either candidate and they stay home. It's a tiny fraction of people, but gotta remember how close the election was in 2020. Georgia, 12,000 votes, Pennsylvania, 80,000 votes. So just those that tiny group of people can swing a state one way or the other. You're really contact on the electoral. There's a lot of people hear the term, but don't necessarily understand exactly what it is. So I want to go back to basics here. Can you explain how the electoral college works, how the election works? And I know there's also a couple states that do things a little differently. So what do you know? Okay, so we don't really have one election going on. You have 51 elections going on. Every state has its own election, and then the District of Columbia as well. And so for 48 states plus DC, it is winners take all in terms of electoral votes. So there's 138 electoral votes overall. Every state has one for the House of Representatives. They have one for each of their two senators, and then DC has 3. So that's how you get to 138. Whoever gets 270 or more wins the electoral college becomes president. And so in those 48 states plus DC, whoever gets the most votes, whether they win by 1 million or 2 million votes, they get the electors from that state. Nebraska and Maine do things a little bit differently. They do things one congressional district at a time, but for the most part, if Donald Trump gets one more vote than Harris in Pennsylvania, he gets all 19 of those electoral votes. If Harris wins California by 10 million votes, she gets 54 of California's electoral votes. It doesn't matter how much she wins by. And so through 43 states plus DC, we really know who's going to win. And then it comes down to those 7 swing states and how they align and who can collect, just enough to get them to 270.
Election day, of course, is November 5th on Tuesday, but let me ask, just in your opinion and what you've seen over the past several months and years here, and really election cycles, what are the odds that we have a winner declared for the presidency on November 5th?
Well, let's say early on November 6th, it's possible, but unlikely. The polls are just going to get so close that the polling errors include, a comfortable win for Kamala Harris in the electoral college, and maybe a slightly comfortable win for Donald Trump in the electoral college as well. And so, if one of the candidates is doing well in 7 of those states, then we might have a good idea that they're going to win. Early expressions on their website. But so we're close with them in Georgia and Arizona. Maybe Harris is ahead in Wisconsin and Michigan, and then we'll see how the other ones sort themselves out. And so if it comes down to 1 or 2 states, then it's going to be a long time, several days to make sure that the count is right. There's lots of lawsuits to sort out how votes are being counted, where they're being counted, and so it could be a while.
When you think about Americans watching the U.S. election here, they're watching it very closely no matter where you're located in the country, but other countries are watching it closely as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a worldwide event. It has implications around the world. So, the two candidates have very different views of NATO and what America's real visible is. And the two different presidencies who have different policies towards the Middle East and Israel, towards Ukraine and Russia, different trade policies. They have very different trade policies. They have very different ideas about what the United States should do about climate change. And that has huge implications as well. They have different views, perhaps, of chemical vaccines, depending on who they might have went to their cabinet. And so this is the most important election that the world sees. It's what the United States does, who they choose as their leader.
What are issues should we be paying close attention to, whether it's elections or maybe some amendments? What else should we be watching for election day and the days that follow?
Sure. Again, first, that it is entirely different to the unified government, the national and the Republican president, or under the Democratic president. That is pretty much the point with them. The sky is much likely to go Republican, but it pulls around a little bit. Democrats will go to a state like Montana, or bigger state like Texas, then perhaps we could have a 50-50 Senate under President Harris. And those are, hugely consequential. There's so much focus on the presidential election, but whether or not there's a Republican or Democratic speaker and tells us about what policies might get passed under either president. So, you know, we hear so much about presidents talk about what policies they want to pass and what sort of people they might appoint in cabinets or to the judiciary. But all that depends on them having a House and a Senate that are on their side and don't try to block what they're doing.
Matthew Lebo, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and breaking it all down. A lot of different topics discussed there, and I'm sure we'll have you back on in the coming days. Of course, we know it's going to be very busy for everyone, so we do appreciate you taking the time to join us. Anything else you want to add about really any of these topics before we let you go?
You know, when voice come in, it's very hard to sort of try and keep score of who's ahead. And you have to pay attention as a viewer to where those votes are being counted. And so some states, they'll count the mail-in votes first, the electronic votes, and some will count the last. And there can be big differences between, who votes early Democrats or Republicans. And sometimes they'll count the rural votes quickly and then the cities later. And so, you might see that 50% of the votes are counted and someone's ahead. But it really depends on where those votes are being counted. So the best way to keep scores is sort of look at comparisons to 2020. When a candidate's leading there in the same places, the same types of voters that compared to 2020, that shows that there's a good things about whether they'll lead that state.
Thank you so much for taking the time to break it down for us. We really appreciate it. And again, I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon.
Okay, thanks.
Right in the fire, right in the fire. Right in the fire. Social media posted clarifying his own